Alrighty, welcome everybody to the third episode of Scuffed Rolls Revived, resuming back after the bit of a crazy ending after the last episode, and hopefully the continuation of the survival of all of our heroes. Um, but definitely a dramatic thing to be starting on. But as for the recap for the previous episode, would any of you fellers want to take up the mantle?
I would like to do the recap, please.
Alrighty, Seth, let me get some tunes for your recap.
Ooh, fancy.
You may go.
So we started last session asking some deep, clarifying questions of the Shrine Maiden that we walked in on, which sounds wrong. But we asked her a lot of questions about the world and like revenants and like where we were and stuff like that, and like any other ideas that came to our head at the time. There's a lot of questions. At one point, Corin kind of took over the questioning because that's kind of his shtick, was all the questions. And he may or may not have pieced something together and asked her name. Would it be or Ariel? That's the name. And she was very confused about that. But afterwards, we went on our way to the Dead End Tavern. Very humorous name. And we hung out there and had kind of a chat about ourselves as adventurers and where we were. Kind of, some people were a little close-lipped than others. And Tora and Kinnick went out looking for tea and water. And while Genuine, Goen, and Corin stayed back, and Genuine taught the two some of the games he used to play when he was younger. And once they returned, they kind of had some talk, and Tora said that he needs to make his way back home due to extenuating circumstances upon his death. And so the boys agreed that going together would make things a lot easier, as they also had things to do, but weren't very pressed to get them done immediately, or had like closed-lipped reasons. After that, everyone but Corin went to bed, and they all had wholesome sleep as Corin went out to have a bit of a thoughtful walk amongst the things and try to piece together what he knew. His wandering path took him to the Shrine Maiden's, what is it, like, fountain lair?
It is a temple. You guys have not gotten
Temple,
the name
yeah.
yet.
Yeah, just her little hidey home. And when he was walking towards it, Han kind of like waved at him and kind of went about his business. And Corin went inside to speak to the Shrine Maiden again, where he continued to ask some questions and kind of tried to help piece her forgotten history together using some very ingenious little quizzes and trick questions about her. And then after they kind of exhausted that option and it was really late, Corin returned for sleep, and the party all got some nice rest. But once they woke up, the world was dark, and it was very evil looking, I'll say. It was just very black out. And exploring, they found that most of the people were heading towards the temple, and so they decided to see what all the fire was about, and also made their way in. When they finally got to the temple, they walked in and saw that on the ground, with blood kind of coating her head a little bit, the Shrine Maiden lay dead upon the floor. And Han was mildly upset about this. Knowing that the last person he saw speaking to the Shrine Maiden was Corin, he immediately jumped to conclusions and blamed him. But all of our adventure boys decided, no, we would stand by Corin's side in this, because Han is very wrong that Corin would do any form of assassination against the Temple Maiden or Shrine Maiden. And that is where we left off, with Han getting very uppity with his scimitars and the boys backing up.
Couldn't have said it better myself. Well done, Seth. Well done. Alrighty. Well, without further ado, you are correct. All of you are within a rather stiff predicament, as although unintentionally, Corin, at least to your guys' knowledge, has seemed to have, in some fashion, caused a unseen domino effect within some of the NPCs, or otherwise, most notably the Shrine Keeper, that has tragically resulted in her death. And so we will be resuming. Oh, that got way more quieter than I intended.
Where's the two steps from hell music?
That's basically what we are.
Never should
Mr.
have come.
DM, I had a quick question about Genuine's place on the thing. Is he still considered hidden as of current, or
You
is he,
are currently considered. You are undetected
like, to my knowledge,
right now.
undetected? Yeah. Okay. I didn't know if I was or was not.
Well, wait. You're the one that like they're conscious you exist, but like they don't know where the
Yeah.
fuck you are.
Yeah, I'm
which
not
I
there,
think is
but they know
undetected,
I'm
but or it's undetected.
there, kind of. I guess thinking.
Well, you should all be able to see.
It's low.
As a-
Whoa!
I see Genuine in the back
Wow.
there. Holy shit!
Oh,
Those
look at
of
all
you-
the people.
Mhm.
Oh God.
Let's kill
I
them
have
all,
no vision.
boys.
What'd you say?
No, I just was commenting on
You
Genuine's
can't see
position
it?
on the board. No, I can see stuff. It's just
No, I'm
like
talking-
blocked out in such a
Talking to
way.
Gabe
Oh.
right now.
Oh.
No, you have a token.
Look at that.
Damn, all these civilians are uninjured. Not for
We'll
long.
For
change
now.
that.
Not for long.
Fireball.
Alright, so I cast fourth level fireball
60-foot
3
key
times.
blast.
Aren't you a
You see
rogue?
stuff now?
That's my secret. I was never a rogue.
You're
in the
not
first place.
actually in the spot I'm about to put
I
you.
was secretly
but
a
I'll
level
put
10
you right
wizard.
there so you can see what's going on.
Everything's like dark inside.
Yeah, it is
Real
currently
fucking
night.
dark.
Yeah.
Don't I have dark vision? No, shouldn't I be able to see like pretty good?
I got my
You
Yeah,
are
it's
able to
dark
see
out
pretty
of
good
light.
right now. Yeah.
Oh, compared to everyone
It's
else.
not as dark as Gowan's seeing right now. I can guarantee you
Oh.
that.
Yeah,
Gowan,
I
it
can
is very
imagine.
dim.
Is
Me
my
and
low
Gowan-
light applied as well, by
Can't
the
even
way?
see like around me.
me and Gowan be like,
Yeah,
Yeah, but
Where is
Han's
like
real bright,
those of
though,
you,
right?
yeah, Han is. You should be able to see he's emitting bright
'Cause
light.
he's on
Yeah.
fire.
He's on
Um,
fire.
Yeah.
I can
'cause
see like a vague
I got a
light
torch in my
source,
hand.
but I can't see
The
anyone
the
holding
central
it.
crystal is emitting like bluish like twilight across the entire chamber, along with like this like mist.
Are there
But
trees inside the thing?
Dude, yeah, there's trees.
there's
inside this
not.
temple?
I didn't make this
Oh.
map, so yeah,
Oh.
it was just
I was
very
gonna say,
close.
my head
so.
canon is like,
No, there.
I didn't know if it was like a natural thing, like Kinnereth's thing from Skyrim, where they
The
got
red
like kind of like
padding?
the forest. and
Like,
stuff.
like outside the temple, there are like structures and stuff. So, but I did not have the time to draw together the map at least. But this was very close to the actual look of the temple. Beyond the point that like around the central crystal, there's that water. So
So is it just kind of like blank? Well, not like blank, but like
It's-
stone
it's-
flooring across the whole thing.
there is staircases that wrap around the central pillar. So, but they're much like slider than the outside staircase. So
Okay, I
they're
didn't know
they're
if
not
there was, like,
necessarily
pillars or
difficult
something
terrain.
inside.
where's her body? I wanted to use it as a telekinetic projectile. Just
Who?
fucking chuck her at him.
give me
Please.
5 foot of cover. Use it as cover.
Yeah.
Used as cover.
She
Han's human, right? We're sure about that.
You don't know.
Well, he was emitting like smokestacks from his shoulders, so I'm not gonna rule anything out at this point.
That could have just been like his cool like set bonus from
That was
having all.
that was
his
his armor set. Yeah.
He bought the cosmetic particle effect.
Yeah, it doesn't actually do anything.
Alrighty.
just
Well,
like,
can I
oh.
have Daniel? You make that roll for me, as well as I will have you guys.
You want me to do it now or when we start?
Well, I
What the fuck?
Oh, are you supposed to roll perception?
He
No,
rolls
no,
like
I mean,
4
I
on
have
it.
it. You in the initiative modifier already. So.
Oh, okay.
Oh, did I get? Do I do mine on? Did I roll mine on like stealth or?
Ooh,
Deception?
you can. Go ahead. Make a separate roll for me. The genuine.
Okay, hold on. Blind.
Yeah, it is
DM?
the blind stealth d20 roll.
Okay, stealth. Okay. This should work, right?
What was your? Okay, I will change your roll to that.
I don't know if that's good. Or not.
It's a lot better than what you rolled. So.
Oh well, thank God.
I don't know
I
why
like
they
the sound of that.
crossed
that
out
one
your
is now
like
a two.
names and stuff. Whatever.
Unknown creature.
Can you
I
guys
mean, I
see
can
the
only see
initiative
half
order
the
right now?
room.
You can't see. You shouldn't be able to see anything right now, right? Besides your
Oh,
own.
I mean, I can see
Where
my
is
own.
that located?
Yeah, I can see
It's the second
mine,
tab.
and then everyone else has question marks.
Okay. Can you
Like what?
on the
Oh, in the
initiative order?
combat
What can you
tracker?
see? You should be able
Yeah.
to see like 2
Corin,
of the filler NPC
unknown
things.
creature,
Two
Gowan,
filler,
unknown
yeah.
creature, which is
Okay.
Han. Genuine unknown creature, which is a red square, Tora, and a civilian.
I can see everyone
Yeah.
in my vision.
All right.
Yeah,
Same order
everyone
for
that
me.
I can like see on
Those
the
of
map,
you-
I can see their combat.
It's in
thing.
the combat thing in the top right. Combat tracker.
Yeah, except for I don't know who the
I
red
can't see their
square is.
initiatives, but I can see
Those
Corin.
those
unknown
watching the
creature,
VOD
Gowan,
get a little
unknown,
sneak peek
unknown,
at. I made
unknown.
an NPC clicker that I can't hide that I attached like all of Han's like, or at least the ones I wanted to quick roll stuff for. So
Oh.
might get a bit of insight. Alrighty, but no,
All right,
resuming
viewers,
off.
tell us what's going on. Give us the inside peek.
Yeah.
We're streaming.
Yeah.
Send it in the VOD. But
Chat,
anyway.
what's going on?
But anyway, we resume off. All of you gathered within the central chamber surrounding this this tragic proceeding of events. The Shrine Keeper's corpse is gently laid behind Han and quickly being enveloped over by the quickly stacking gray icy mist that's forming across the entire like central stone flooring of the temple, to the point that it's almost like flowing out through the doorways or beginning to by where Tora and oh, are you not in the initiative? Oh no, I forgot to roll for you, Nick. I apologize. Coming in.
Oh, I see Connect. Does the order mean anything? Unlike the.
I think
Oh, I
it's
didn't
shuffled.
see my number now. That's okay.
Well, I know what my number is, but
Oh, is
I don't
initiative
know
a
if it's
secret
like
roll?
in order but question marked. I guess
No, I can just I have it binded, so I can just hit a button and it rolls all
you
your
can do it for
initiative.
it. Oh.
Yeah. So, but anyway, as this mist is kind of building around you, it's swept back as this clash of fiery light, as with a shout, you hear this explosion rip from around Han as these flames and embers are just waking off his tattered cloaks and burning away some of the cloth to reveal some of the plated steel that lies beneath the fabrics. You notice as well that as he draws these two curved, almost like sabers, they have a reddish bronze metallic glow to them as they burst to flames as well, and you can see the burning coals that lie beneath his helm as he just looks. Although you are standing in his way, Gowan, his vision is locked on Thorin.
he got the exclusive specialty effects on his weapons. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, what the hell? This guy's paid to
Order
win.
bonus.
He paid to win, loser.
Alrighty, starting off this combat encounter is
A 40.
Holy
What
fuck!
the?
that is not an actual. You should. Can you see what it is?
I see
There's
unknown
unknown
creature
creature
in a
and it's
red
red
square.
square.
Wow.
I
You're
don't
not-
know what it is.
It shouldn't be hidden. That sucks.
It's a lair action.
I will have to.
No.
I'll figure that out later. But that
Has
there,
plus 20%.
I put in. Do you guys remember the event cards I was talking about? They're basically you should have
Oh,
been
red
able
was
to.
the
happened
bad
on-
one, wasn't it?
Oh, can you see it now?
I can see red square.
I don't know,
and
it's a red
square.
square.
Oh
see
yeah,
red, like, it's
yeah. The
just a
color, there's blue, green, and red, and the color doesn't necessarily tie to what the event, actually like whether it's negative or like good. It just ties to the impact it will have on the encounter.
Also,
And when
just
you
a
see
very-
those, all
roll.
it says is that there will be that color of event at a given point. And every time it comes up in the initiative count, its counter goes down. So
Yeah.
Okay.
So we have an uncertain amount of turns before a huge red severity comes and does something evil or good. who
Red's
knows?
good.
Red is
however,
good,
beginning
yeah.
us off in the top of the turn order.
38?
Fucking
5?
38.5.
How did he get a point
I thought I
Point
rolled
How did you get a
well.
0.5? How'd that work?
I knew his fucking perception was gonna be like nuts. He probably rolled like a 3.
Yo, plus 35.5.
Don't roll it against me. As with an explosion, starting us off where we left off last time, you see Han sweeping forward, flames waking off his form, almost as if he is a spirit swathed in flame as he dances towards you, Galen.
Yo.
Let me actually see if there would be a benefit to doing my other thing.
Doing the insta-kill move.
He is going to
Well,
take
at
a
least since I'm
stride
not
towards
raging,
you.
I have higher AC.
There you
Take
go.
those small defensive
As
buffs
he
while you can
dances
get
towards you with a fighting style you have never come into an encounter with. He is going to use
them. Do you still say unknown creature for everyone?
double
Yes.
slices against you, Galen.
Wow.
Mm.
Is that a,
Like a range.
anyone know what
Two
that action
actions.
point count is?
It is a
It's
two
two
action.
actions.
Yeah. He basically attacks Galen with both his weapons with the same multi-attack penalty. So,
Ooh.
Uh,
He's a crit fisher, boys. Watch
he's
out.
crit fishing.
oh wait, actually, is double slice a push? Should actually check that.
We're checking the rules, boys. Checking the rules.
Because if it's a push, I have to actually have a penalty.
If Gowan's
No, it's
dead
not.
turn 1, I'm gonna cry.
It is not. It is just a fighter. So,
Gowan's fine.
Let's
For-
fucking die. TPK.
No,
TPK.
we got it. We got it.
We got it.
He rolled a
Got
38
it.
initiative with a +5
Okay.
on top of that.
For
Oh,
his
Where does
first
that
attack?
point
that
five come
sounds
from?
fancy.
all right. This should be sanitized, but you guys.
Oh lord.
An 18.
It's a plus 18.
Oh, it's not sanitized. That sucks. Okay.
I don't know. It's just
I
an
guess-
8. I saw an 18.
I
on
saw
the
an
dice.
18
Sanitized
and
makes
then
it so you
36.
can't see his
Like
his modifier.
Well,
Oh.
we can just do the math. He rolled an 18 and 36 appeared. So
Unless like the 18 isn't
Yeah.
actually like what he rolled.
Wait, what you guys roll?
So like the dice roll saw when the dice
saw it on
ended, I
screen.
saw an 18.
Oh, what did
and
you?
then now
Oh,
it's
you
just-
saw an
you guys.
18? Oh.
yeah, and then on
okay.
the side the number came
I
up as
see.
36. So
I
we're
mean, if
just
it's
doing
not
math
18,
at that point.
it's even
If
more
it's not an
than
18, it's
probably.
even
Yeah.
lower. He
Yeah.
actually
Or
has
he
a
could've
higher
rolled-
penalty.
Yeah, he could have
Oh,
rolled like an actual
no.
20, and then it's only
So
a
the-
16.
Each attack.
I
using your
literally,
crit-
like, can
The
this
second
guy
the
even
stack-
miss me?
I don't even
Rolled
want
an
to know
natural
if I
one.
want
Both
to
With the
attacks
natural
have
one,
combine their
he can miss me.
damage, and then add any other applicable effects from
I
both
got
weapons.
18 AC. He
Yeah,
hits me every
match-
time.
Can someone?
Match is in attacker's favor, isn't it?
So the first attack is a
I know
critical.
Yeah.
double attack.
I have to look up the critical strike effect of swords.
If he has the thingy, it should
Oh, it
be
makes them
they're
sword
flat-footed.
crit specialization
one.
makes it
Yeah, he has
flat-footed.
critical specialization, but it's for swords.
Oh no.
so-
Okay, yeah. Flat
Yeah,
footed.
sword
So,
is
yeah.
just makes
It's
him
flat-footed?
flat-footed to your next
Okay.
attack.
Okay.
Is
so,
it 36 with his multi-attack penalty? Or
Well, he doesn't have that.
You don't
He's
get
using
that.
he's using
so the-
double. This is his first attack. Double slice makes
Okay.
it so he makes 2 attacks since he's holding 2 weapons, and they both use the same penalty. So
Oh,
since he
okay,
hasn't
so it's
attacked
the
yet,
same one.
there's
I
no
need to get
penalty.
that. Holy shit.
Did he
Well,
draw
probably
his
not doing
weapons?
that's Poggers.
He
Did he
did.
use the action? Did he use any action to
There.
draw his weapons?
Were they already drawn?
He had
think
them
they're
already
already
drawn, yeah.
Oh.
Shit.
But
Yeah,
for his
I'm
Yeah,
trying to
second
say
attack,
after
you-
this,
I'm
he's
trying
got
to
one
say you
action,
did.
so.
Change the world. My final message.
that's not
At
a
least
crit
that's
on
not
the
a-
second one, yeah.
That's not a crit?
What's your AC? I don't have my sheet.
21.
21. Okay,
21.
that's
So
not
the
a crit,
first
no.
one was a crit, second one was not.
Okay,
You
so
got this.
Yeah.
I don't know how double slice works for. So this first is for the crit
I think it's doubled?
to apply full damage.
Oh.
Goodbye, Gowan.
Oh.
So
Well,
that
I guess
is-
I don't know what your HP is, but
that is 34
What is-
slashing
Barbarian.
damage, followed by, or sorry,
Oh, wait, hold on. Slashing damage.
well,
I have resistance to that, I believe. Or
okay, because you took 1d4 fire, and then the
Check.
rest is slashing.
it's a full plate, or like a plate armor.
You don't have armor specialization yet.
Yeah,
Oh,
they
is
got
that an
it,
armor
yeah.
specialization thing?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a
Oh,
feature.
poop.
Okay.
I thought it was a barbarian thing for a second. I was like, oh shit.
Do I need do I
Uh,
need armor spec for my bulwark thing, or is that
No, but
I think it was that.
that's
Bulwark's
apply-
just
this-
a trait.
okay? Damn.
But you are taking 34 damage for the first hit as he just slides up and slams the fiery blade into your side. The like he's very fast. Like, he's definitely not somebody we expected to have as an enemy. Did you already apply the damage?
Oh, do I apply it to myself?
I mean, I
Oh,
can do
that's
it.
right.
I don't know how to.
You take the, you hit the gear.
Oh,
don't
I can
you?
see.
Well, you hit the double up.
I got it.
Okay, 20. Wait, shouldn't I be at 26? Oh, wait, did I do the math right?
I mean, I just clicked on your token and did the damage for you. So
Said you
Oh,
had
no,
50
yeah.
HP, right?
Yeah, I'm at 16.
okay.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
So for his second attack, which did hit
Yeah.
you, he is doing so non-lethally, which just doesn't change anything besides his hit.
No, I'm dead.
Oh, he's unconscious.
You are unconscious but not dying. So you are,
He went non-lethal, bro. It's fine.
as a Gowan, you try to get your sword up, on lacing up two flaming blades kind of clatter against your greatsword. And even though you put on a great display of swordsmanship when a clattering of steel and fire, he is definitely an individual who far exceeds, at least right now, your presence in swordplay. As you stand valiantly holding the line for your friend before being knocked unconscious yourself.
Maybe he's a glass cannon. He only has like 3 HP. You just gotta hit him.
All
He's
right.
gonna have 35 AC, but don't worry, that's only got 3 HP.
Okay, that is all he can do, for that round. So next
Oh,
up
yeah.
in the turn order is Kinnick.
Jesus Christ.
Next
Sweet.
up, ooh.
Hang on. How do I get rid of this your turn thing? Oh, it went away. Did I see what went down there? Like what I see on the map is what I can see.
Yeah, whatever you can see on the map. Yeah, you saw Gowan basically go toe to toe against Han and hold his own for as long as he could, but
Count the amount of seconds on that on one hand.
I mean, Gowan handled it probably a lot better than.
You
Anyone else?
murderer!
Oh,
shit.
yeah!
Tempest
fuck.
Surge on him. Because I
Ooh.
saw him pretty much take out my boy.
Annihilate.
Shit, where is it's a basic reflex save. I'm trying to find it in my spell list. I don't think it's there. So he succeeds with a 19 or with a 20.
But he does not
And that
critically
is-
succeed. Yeah.
Not critically, no.
Okay.
And that is 1d12 electricity damage.
All right,
Woo,
let's see
we're
it.
hitting him.
I'm
As this art comes
trying
flying towards
to-
you, you basically fire it off just as Gowan is falling down. But Gowan, just before Han is about to leap into the air to completely avoid the shocking grasp, you reach up and grab him by the foot, halting him from leaping too far into the air before you lose conscious entirely as the lightning bolt grazes against the side of his chest, dealing some damage. Nice.
I accidentally did the blind GM roll, so I don't know how much I did.
You did 3. But I applied.
3.
You
3
killed
hit
him.
points.
You killed him.
That's all his HP
Congratulations, Han is dead.
And then I am going to use my final action point to raise my shield.
Okay, probably smart. Probably smart.
He's actually uninjured apparently. You didn't even get him to like
Yep.
somewhat, like he actually
Oh,
has
not
a-
even
Resistance
noticed.
be
Like the
like,
boss health bar doesn't
don't-
even like visibly go down because it's so
Yeah.
little.
Can you guys see his bar?
No.
It definitely.
no,
No,
we just
but
have
we can
cover
see
on
that
it.
he-
When we look at it.
I assume it's like a bloodied
Dying.
system. You're like, oh yeah, he's
Yeah.
I mean,
yeah.
I hover over.
You should be able to
Gowan,
see like uninjured and
dying.
stuff and all that stuff.
Die.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just
Yeah.
dying.
I
He's not actually dying. He's just unconscious, but still, it says dying.
Alrighty.
excellent.
That'll
I'm
be my turn.
looking to apply the unconscious thing for our boy, but I don't know where it is. Whatever.
Alright, who's got power word kill in their like scroll list real quick?
Remember, you can
I
end
need
your
a higher level
your
for
own
that.
turn on
Maybe
the
I
initiative. If you go to the initiative
Maybe I
tracker,
did
there's a
power
bottom
word.
a button
How?
at the bottom. It says end
Oh.
turn.
Okay. Yeah, I
Get
haven't
Corin
used
to
this
All right,
Switch
one.
Corin, it
Oh.
starts it off.
Guys.
You notice that your valiant knight compatriot, though short-lived, stood in the way between this man and you. I don't feel so good, bro. Corin, what are we doing?
Corin, as he watched Gowan kind of get bested during combat, he's recalling knowledge on, or he's devising a stratagem against Han.
Oh, I
not
don't
very
want to spin
good.
to it.
And then I assume society.
You could do society, yeah.
I will recall knowledge society.
Okay. You trying to look over his fighting form, the biggest thing that stands out amongst his armaments and otherwise is definitely the bronze tinted blades. His armament in his armor and his kind of shoddy like clothing does not really give you much to go off of as to who or what he is. But his blades and fighting styles is something as even a warped elven heritage is something you recognize easily. His fighting style is of he is without a doubt a Dune dervish, which are basically a elite force of guard within the high elf society. They are basically like single unit like expeditionary like forces. They're basically like the special ops of like elves.
He's a fucking Navy SEAL.
Damn.
He's an elf.
And you definitely figure that out both from his movements and from his fire tinted blades. The craft of which is generally unique to the high elven smiths.
As I look at him and I kind of recognize that, and I'm parsing through, I kind of slack my bow arm a little bit, and I look at him and I say, "Are you so caught up in your own hatred-filled vengeance that you can't even think once about the person you're avenging? Your first thought should be to save her, not to kill those in front of you."
You shout it out, but he there is no immediate response.
And then I cast shield on my bow, and luminescent glass sparks out, and I will take the strike action. But I don't know, is there a sunder action in this?
I don't believe so.
Does 2E have that?
I don't think so.
Yeah, not for equipment. I think specific
Okay.
spells target equipment, but I don't believe there is an action to do so.
Okay.
But like, why? What were you thinking of doing? I guess like
I wanted to try and just shoot his weapon, snap that blade or something.
it would be incredibly difficult, but you could try.
Yeah.
Because you can. There's not like an action for it, but you can target their
Yeah.
ear specifically.
Okay, well.
Especially doing so with like a ranged weapon.
Mm-hmm. I'll just strike him. Why not? 19. Does 19 hit?
As the arrow flies out, you notice that it burns up before it even hits him. Just a poof of ash that just kind of like disintegrates as it gets too close. Though I should say he didn't like non-consciously like do that. It was almost as if he like directed the heat towards it. So.
Okay.
It's not as though you missed.
My arrow. So that was my second action. As a free action, I'm gonna drop my bow.
Okay. Are you doing anything else, Corin? You fire it and then you drop it.
I drop my bow and that'll be it. I'll just stand there looking at him. I won't put my hands up. I'll just kind of slack my form.
Okay. Go ahead and end your turn. Bora, it is your go.
Whoa.
The
I'm
heat
gonna,
is
like,
building
kinda-
up.
Oh fuck.
I'm gonna like hunch down, kind of like in the pose of like a cat, I would say. And I will, as I do that, I'll use the tiger stance action. So I'll go in a tiger stance to see like the cool red orangish claws come out of my hands, my my ears, and my tail that comes out. And I'm gonna look at Corn. I think you should run. And then I'm going to move. I'm gonna stride 5, 10, 15, 20, 25 right here.
Rushing up, you can feel the heat kind of building up, contrasting heavily from the cold mist that surrounds you as you come into a leap towards towards Han.
And I'm gonna flurry of blows.
Let's see it.
Don't get your
Okay.
fist burned up on contact.
Yeah. Okay, so here's my first one. Oh,
Oh.
As you, he immediately kind of swerves out of the way from the first swing as you just kind of swing in the air. It has been a long time since you've met anyone that like matches your speed. The second punch.
don't you understand? Killing him won't bring her back. Revenge is a fool's game. And then I'll strike again. And nah, dog. 15.
As you lunge forward, he does not dodge the second attack, but all you land is heated steel, and as it seems as though he is wearing plate beneath the robes that he's wearing at the moment. And as you kind of like pause, the heat kind of like running, the embers kind of like hitting you in the face as though you're we're too close to like a flame or a campfire. The like tinge of it as he looks towards you. You notice that he almost seems to just turn to you and look. And as you kind of like make eye contact with him, you can almost see beneath this helm, you can see none of the features, but along with that, you can see this almost like pillowing and thin smoke that seems to be rising out of the helm. And along with that, in his the burning coals that are his eyes, you can see almost the strangest thing, as though the black centers of his pupils seem to have this almost like devoid of light within them, as though they're beginning to kind of crack and like spread.
Wow.
You're welcome to make a. I'll give you a free recall knowledge on that if you want to make either a occult or arcana.
I will do an occult. All right. Hell yeah.
Aw.
You don't recognize what is changing or otherwise.
And well, that ends my turn.
Okay.
Ooh.
Anyway,
Yay.
it is your turn. Lurking behind one of the far temple walls and kind of looking in as this battle is kind of raging onward. What are we going to be doing?
Very far away. 5, 10, 15, 20, 30. Ah, yes, 75 feet away, and I have half movement while sneaking. We are going to do a little sneaky 5, 10, 15, 20. I just want to get vision on the thing real quick so I can make better decisions. PF2E's movement speed is 25 for medium, right? Unless specified otherwise.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Unless you have something different.
Usually, yeah.
How do I track that? Would I just go like for sneaking? Because sneaking takes half your movement. So would I just shrink that down? Would I
Is it
go down
rounded
to
You go
down
to
or up
10.
in the
You
system?
I
you
think it's a rounded down system.
for
Okay.
what? Oh yeah.
Movement? So 5, 10. So that's one stride action to get here.
Are you
15,
sneaking
20.
or?
I'm actively trying to sneak. Yeah.
Okay, because if you're taking the sneak, it's half your movement that it would be in a stride,
Yeah.
and then you have to make a stealth check at the end to see if you
Oh, okay.
remain undetected.
This is great.
I'm gonna get rid of this next up thing.
Is there something that's like
You
popped up
click
right
and
now?
then like.
Oh.
I
it'll
did a
left
stealth
and
check,
right, you can
which
go
I
to
did
it.
the privately rolled some dice for stealth check.
Yeah, but it's
You
Still
so go
okay.
ahead and move to where you wanted.
So I already moved the 10 feet.
Would you like to
Get
continue the stealth?
I would prefer, yes.
Because the stealth check is at the end of your movement, so you can.
Oh, well, I want to keep moving, yeah.
So
15,
if you wanted to take another sneak,
25. I can get
Okay.
there.
okay.
And just use that stealth, I guess.
As you kind of step onto the staircases just before the pool that wraps around the central obelisk, you can feel a although not necessarily a cold in the air, but you are basically in the thick of the mist as it's just shrouding your entire form. As you are looking at the firelight glow between Tora and Han. What are we doing with your final action?
I used all 3 to get there. I used all 30 movement that I was capable of doing.
No, I know, but for sneaks, not your action. Is sneak 2?
I
Yeah.
used all 3 strides to get there, though.
You didn't stride though. I thought you
He
were.
used 3 sneak actions.
Oh, I
effectively.
see. Okay.
I used 3 sneak actions because I only get like 10 feet of movement while sneaking.
I see. Okay. Okay.
I'm not fast while sneaking.
It doesn't seem as though Han notices you at all. It doesn't seem as though really any of your compatriots notice you. You are currently still outside of this, but
I have eyes. Don't worry. I'm Overwatch, boys. I'm on Overwatch.
Gowan is currently unconscious. Gowan, you can spend your hero point if you would like to get up, I believe.
I think I'm good. I'll stay down. It's probably the safest spot in this fight right now.
Gowan is the safest in this entire combat.
You're not necessarily like, although you're kind of fading in and out of consciousness because you kind of wrung your helmet to knock you down. Your vision's kind of like fading back and forth. Although you're unable to do anything more, but you're able to see the like visages of Tora above you, kind of going toe to toe with Han. But next up in the turn order,
Lord.
you hear don't necessarily hear anything, but there light begins to emanate from the crystal within the center of the room. Although it can't contrast or is necessarily very noticeable to anyone besides Genuine or Korin, who are not currently in a brawl, or and Kinnick. Tora, you don't necessarily take a huge amount of notice to it. However, the glow does become more apparent, and with it, more mist seems to seep out from the cracks along its surface that just seem to cover, now reaching a point to where it's this kind of coming past your knees and upper thighs. But otherwise, I'm already empty. As you see Han kind of like pushes you back, and with a whip of his blades is going to put an assault on you, Tora. Although you definitely get the sense that whatever is like, although like fueled with rage, it doesn't seem as though he is fighting with intent to kill on you guys necessarily.
Mhm.
But he is going to double slice at you. So for the first saber attack, is it 32? Followed
That's a
by
crit. That's
a
great.
33. The second attack, both of these are non-lethal, but so does a 30 and a 31 still crit?
A 30? A 30 doesn't
I
crit,
believe
and
it's
a
a
31
-2 to
matches.
non-lethal.
Yeah.
A 30,
a
a
30
31?
would not crit, but a 31 would match my AC.
What's your AC? Or I guess I can click
21.
on it.
It's still
Okay.
a crit if it matches.
Yeah, it's a crit.
Right?
Yeah.
That's
So yeah.
So you're taking 1 crit. So for the first attack, so that is bang, bang. Tora, as you're dodging and weaving as much as you can, but as he pushes back, you feel a conflux of flame kind of break out. Is there anything you would like to do before? Because as he kind of rushes forward, a blade kind of clatters against your shoulder, and you can definitely get the sense that as he's bringing the other blade to kind of clatter against your jaw to knock you out, you definitely know that you're gonna get knocked out here. But
I understand the anger of losing. But you're stupid, and then I fall down.
I like
You
that.
are
Well,
stupid.
sorry, foolish, not stupid.
You're
You're
just
foolish.
As you get to
And I fall down.
fool it, and then the handle of his saber kind of clatters against your jaw, and the lights that are your vision go out as you clatter against the side of the pool. Now standing above the unconscious bodies of Tora and Gowan, he begins to take a slow stride towards Corin. And basically, to your vision, Corin, he is walking towards you right now. The flames kind of breaking off his blade and along his mantle, and you can see now that the burning embers that are the center of his eyes are now beginning to be the flames that are his like charcoal like eyes are almost seemingly now that you can see there's like this purple void that's like expanding in the center of him that would be his like his pupils, strange like cracks kind of spreading around the would-be whites of his eyes. You can make a recall knowledge on occultism or arcana if you'd like.
Check which one of mine is higher. I think they're the same. They are. Just do Arcana then.
Okay. I believe it's
Do I get a whisper?
I am trying to type the whisper for you, but I have my mic like right in front of me. Here, one second.
We're gonna figure out what he's typing based on the clicks of his keyboard.
Was it /W and then your
All right,
character name?
which key?
/W, then I think Alex, not Corin.
Send a test just in case.
Test, bitch.
I got a message that said test. Did anyone else get that?
My name's not Alex, so.
Not yet.
What do you mean?
I don't know.
There's no 2 players.
My
on the
last
same
name isn't Alex's last name. Not yet.
Yeah, there it is. Did you just wink, like, back and forth, 1, 2? What
I
the
did.
fuck? Oh, that's weird.
We're dying.
Just
Yeah,
tell your cat, we are dying, kitty.
we're dying. No.
Which
I
one's
don't
that
see it
one?
either. It's his ninja.
That's ninja.
Ninja! Ask him how his streaming career is doing.
How's your streaming career doing? Doing well?
Aww.
Is he on
Mixer-
YouTube now, or
My mixer
what happened
contract.
after Mixer?
Your
I
mixer
think he's on
contract
YouTube.
failed.
Yeah, your mixer contract
You got
failed,
$5 million
huh?
from Microsoft. Now you don't have to
Why
stream
haven't I gotten
anymore.
any of that money,
Yeah.
though?
I
Come
feel
on,
like that's a
Ninja.
success because now he doesn't
Ah,
have to be
shit.
on Mixer, and he got all the money from the
That's a
sign-on
failure for
bonus.
Microsoft.
Bro, Mixer was Twitch's enemy, whatever. it's
Twitch's
called.
greatest rival.
That's the
Greatest
word,
rival.
rival.
I feel like YouTube gaming is more of a rival, and that's not that popular.
We love YouTube though.
Yes.
Yeah.
YouTube is
You
really
Yeah,
the
go
best
YouTube.
video hosting platform.
I love
YouTube
YouTube.
There is.
gaming.
Please don't
it's not as
demonetize
popular.
us on this non-profit making video.
Watch ad free with YouTube Red.
It's
They call it
premium
YouTube
now.
Premium.
Wait,
Yeah,
it's
it's
premium
not
now.
premium.
It's no longer red.
Yeah.
Shit.
Why'd they change it? I
See,
thought
we're
red
that
was
OG.
fine.
We knew it was red.
Listen to music with the app closed with the YouTube Premium.
Listen to a background, so you can listen to your Minecraft playthroughs on background.
You can listen to Don't Mind at Night.
We're just shilling for other
Classic.
other profile accounts now, YouTube accounts.
Did you get that?
I did.
Awesome.
I forgot we were doing a whisper.
This whisper session.
I thought we were just
delayed.
I thought we were just
Dwarven
taking
Point.
so much time out of this stupid conversation.
Nah.
I thought we got distracted by it. I was like, oh shit, wait, we're in a combat again. Oh fuck. We're
Super sweet.
2 of our people are
All right.
unconscious.
Kinnick, it is your turn. You watch as Gowan and Tor have failed to buy enough time, or they did the best of their abilities, and Han closing closer and closer to Corin. What are you going to do?
Next round.
Corin, run to my voice! As I am going to pretty much like lower my shield, and then with my holly and mistletoe in the other hand, you can see the light surrounding Han start to almost go into this like bluish glow, and then it turns into a dark blue until eventually goes black. As I am casting darkness, it's a 20-foot burst centered on Han.
Awesome. Okay. 20.
Max is gonna be the only one in this combat that does damage.
3 damage. Let's go.
Matt, 6 damage.
As you
to
are
Max,
also
and
in
you with
darkness.
6 damage.
As
Yes.
the sphere bursts out, as both all the light that Han had been emitting and vision that everyone within the sphere had is snuffed out by the darkness. Genuine, you just watch as it's a dome, correct? For
It is a shroud of darkness. It says 20-foot burst.
I think bursts are.
I think it's like a sphere then.
yeah, it's a sphere, a burst or
Yeah.
a sphere at a point. So this brackish like sphere of darkness that is just impenetrable by even like the light coming from the crystal. You have lost complete vision, though you can hear the sounds coming from within. Anything else, Kinnick?
Yeah, I'm gonna stride backwards, kind of look around behind me, and so that's 5 and
He's just gonna fucking.
You notice some
flag it.
people kind of like they back up out of your way.
over here, and that will end my turn.
Okay.
Let me do the end turn. There we go.
Next up in the turn order is you, Corin. You hear the voice of Kinnick calling out to you to your right. You can feel the footsteps of the stone staircase beneath your feet, but you can also, although you can't see him, you can hear the footsteps of Han drawing closer and the heat building off of his body, a surefire sign that he is near.
I gotta check if I need to see someone or do my devise the stratagem. Choose a
Devise a
creature you can
stratagem of
see.
getting
Alright,
the
I
fuck
guess I
out of
can't see
there.
him. I can't see him, so I will step.
Okay.
I'll take the step action. And then I will, seeing that the mists are rising in this chamber,
You can't see.
and
Oh yeah, you can't
well,
see
I
right
saw
now.
it before the darkness.
Yeah, you knew. Yeah, you know it's
Oh,
there.
okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I didn't forget.
Yeah. You have no object
Object
permanence.
What's that?
Corin is
Um,
secretly a child.
Somebody give it away.
as I just kind of shout into the darkness, I'm just gonna say, Han, don't fall to the corruption. Fight it. Can't let this happen to you. And then I will take the stride action and go 5, 10, 15, 20, and 25, and then fuck it, 30.
Yo, hey bro, how you doing?
Hey,
Can I get a?
I w-
You're welcome to make a secret diplomacy check. But know that the DC is pretty high at this point.
yeah, I
Yeah,
yeah,
he's
figure
pissed.
that. All right.
Just roll well.
Blind GM roll, diplomacy.
Okay. So you shout into the void, and you have no immediate response. But as you kind of like make your retreat out, you free yourself from the darkness that you were entrapped in, and find yourself standing by the mist. And as you kind of look to your side, you notice that you are standing beside Genuine now, as you have stumbled upon him.
As I look towards Genuine, I tell him he's turning into an essence beast. We have to stop him somehow. And I'll start using my coat, and I'm gonna start fanning the mist around me to try and billow it, so that at least I'm encompassed. And I'll look towards Genuine. I'm like, we need this mist. As I start fanning it with my last action, whatever the fan action is.
The fan.
The interact with a fan.
Yeah,
Okay.
interact action, I guess.
Okay. Yeah, you start fanning the mist. Can I get an athletics check?
Oh, I'm really good at these.
I'm gonna be interacting with fans of this episode.
Ooh,
Fans.
a bold statement, Daniel.
No, not very good.
Well, +5's decent.
you start to kick up some of the mist, but it's not nearly to the extent of how much you'd want it. No, but it's definitely like a lot, especially with how close you are. I'm assuming, and you're just trying to like conceal yourself. Is that the understanding?
Well, my at least Corin's thought process is mist is bad for him because he's not revenant, but I am. So I'm going to get into the mist
I
so
see.
that he can't get me.
I see. Okay.
But if he's turning into an essence beast, wouldn't that basically mean he can start absorbing
Well,
essence?
he's not it now, at least to my understanding. So
Okay.
I
Don't
hope.
worry, Genuine's got
the
a
message
great
wasn't
plan.
too confusing. Okay. Is that everything we're going to be doing, Corin?
oh yeah, those are my 3 actions.
Okay.
I can't like recall. Well, can I recall knowledge? Can I use a free action recall knowledge on him without seeing him? Because I have my my investigator thing.
What would you
my
like to
accuracy
recall
thing.
knowledge on?
How to stop him from killing everyone? Is there a way that with the knowledge that I have of the mist, the crystal in front of me, and the understanding of the properties of the misted isle, is there a way to stop him in it?
Okay. Make either a occult or society check. Society in the fact of like you're referring to like history of other like recorded
Yeah.
like cases.
I will do society because I'm better at that.
Okay. There have been very few cases in which once an individual has fully turned to an essence beast. However, a few cases there are of them in general, of people knowing the individuals prior to their transformation. That is a rarity in it of itself. And once they have fully transformed, regardless of their previous ideals, wants, or personalities, much of that their former like humanity is shaved away. And they're a danger unbiasedly to everyone around them. However, in the cases of individuals, there has never been a recorded case of an individual reversing the effects of becoming an essence beast. If there were, however, being able to tolerate the initial transformation somehow or cease it, you would assume that there are no recordings of it in general, as they never became essence beasts. You have no guarantee that this mist has a special effect against him, but what you do know is that if he were to fully turn, the best course of action that you have is speaking to him, trying to commune to the individual behind it. But if that fails, the best course of action is to just get him as far away from others as possible. It's difficult. You don't have any guarantees. You've only been in this environment of revenants and the strange middle grounds between life and death for 9 hours. Yet even so,
But I know so much.
You know so much.
He's a master revenant.
I apologize if those are not the most helpful answers, but there are not many recorded like surefire ways to like stop people.
Well, all I gotta do is find out how, and then I'll record it.
There you go. Okay.
Never stop.
Next up in the turn order is going to be Tor. You are currently unconscious. Genuine.
Woo! We're gonna see if we can't push it. Quick question.
Yeah.
Is I pinged something? Is that the
Everything
shrine
within
maiden?
that blue circle is like this. The center like blue circle is the crystal, and then everything that stone that's inside the outer circle is just like that water. Just so you
Oh,
know.
okay, because I saw like a little person token on it.
Oh no, that's Gabe, but so he can see the battle map.
Okay,
Oh.
I thought that was the shrine maiden.
No, she is. Last you remember over here, but the mist is too high that you can't really see her corpse.
I would like to take 2 stride actions, and I would like to
where are we
move. I'm not even sneaking for this. 5,
Okay.
10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Well, we're going to go the initial 25, so 5, 10, 15, 20, 25.
Are you going over
Initial
the?
25.
You're going over the pool. Can I have a
I
acrobatics check?
was moving around it.
Oh, then you would have to go
I was
all the way
moving-
around, like over here.
Oh. Fuck it, I'll take the acro check.
Yeah, because you basically like be jumping the ledge between the sides.
Okay.
Just make sure to flap your wings.
there you
Get
go.
a little extra.
Sorry, I
boost.
didn't choose that ancestry. I took the one that's no fall damage. Which is basically the same thing. I rolled that blind accidentally.
You got a 19.
Woo!
So, you
So
do
you got-
successfully. No, you. It's not a super hard ledge. You just kind of like hop over the side of it, and you're okay.
So I take the initial stride action, and can I see the Shrine Maiden now?
You cannot just like see it. You just know the location where she is, or what. Well, like, even though actually you don't even really know exactly because you just came into this situation from the north side, but you know she's around where I pinged. You would have to take a search action to try to find the exact spot because she is currently concealed in the mist, which at this point is basically to your neck, being a small creature. All right.
I'm still a medium. I'm just very small.
I'm
Oh,
the
then
only
that's
small
at your
one.
waist. My apologies.
I mean,
Is
I'm
the
still
mist
like
seeping
4'7".
out?
It is beginning to seep out.
Okay, so like the crowd peoples can start.
They're
seeing
yeah,
it
they're
as it
starting to
emerges
like
from the
back out.
darkness.
Yeah.
Okay, I would like to take a seek action to find the Shrine Maiden's body.
Okay.
That's perception, isn't it?
It is
Yeah.
a perception check. That is correct.
In it.
And secret.
Secret perception.
You see, she is currently right there.
Okay. And am I able to speak loud enough for Han to hear from
Ye-
that distance?
You are, but you can't see Han right now.
I cannot see Han because he's in darkness, but I could
But
move
you
to
can
the
speak.
Shrine Maiden's body and talk, right? Talking is a
You-
free action.
You took a search. You took a stride. And then you could.
Is talking an action?
It is not.
Basically what I'm asking. Okay, then I would like to stride so I am next to her body.
Ooh,
5,
that is
10,
a measure.
15, 20. I think you said around here. I couldn't remember.
Yep. You kind of like maneuver through the mist before you kind of stumble upon a portion where it's translucent enough that you can see her form just kind of like laying gingerly on the ground. And you notice now that as you're like kind of like looking down at it, that there are like almost like fragments of white light that are kind of like shedding off her form.
We are going to make a daring play to save the battle, so Corin doesn't get his ass beat black and blue more than he already is.
Okay.
I don't have the action to take out a weapon, but he can't see me, so it's fine. Han! Han! I forgot his voice already. Fuck. Han! If you don't set down your weapons, the Shrine Maiden gets it.
You're gonna eviscerate her body.
I will. Don't test me. I'm trying to help the boys out. Stand down. He's too far away, right? He can't hurt me.
Make an intimidation check.
Oh, I'm decent at these.
Go ahead, try it.
Try it, bitch.
As he fucking
Double stride stat, like double slashes my ass and
cuts you in half.
He actually just kills me at that point. I rolled that secret. Should I have? I'm just rolling everything secret at this
I mean,
point.
outside, you should roll. I like to do the diplomacy and the intimidation check secret, just because I think
Okay.
they should be. But as you kind of like, are you like you're not interacting with her? You just have your like knife out, and you're just like.
I have my Gale Blade out and ready. I'm like ready to fucking just. I want to preface. I'm not actually gonna do it. I'm just threatening to do it.
Damn it.
As you shout out these intimidating words, you can feel
Should've prefaced
genuine that your words sound genuine. The hostility, the intent is all being packed behind your words. Even you believed it. Korn, even you hearing that, I don't know how Korn would react to it, but you get the feeling he's being serious. But nonetheless, there is an eerie silence in the passing moments that come after as you await your response.
I tried the Hail Mary. This is gonna get me killed, or it might save us all.
He's like, I'm not gonna do non-lethal against you now.
Yeah, the non-lethal tag just got taken off.
You can see an eerie glow now beginning to shine brightly. Not incandescently across the entire chamber, but the crystal itself has an inner glow that in it of itself is very intense. Though it's being sheltered and kind of shelled as though like the outer glass or shelling of the crystal is just storing in this luminescence within it. It begins to just kind of shed light from its cracks. Along with it, this sweeping mass of mist that just kind of like begins to burst and grow, almost like shifting throughout the chamber. These blue, almost like flakes, begin to kind of like emanate from above the mist as there's this strange, cold but magical presence in the air. And as it comes to Han's turn, a silence washes over the chamber. No reaction, no noise as this eerie, as your intimidating call and threat echoes throughout the chamber. So much so that you almost can feel the piercing eyes of all the ravens throughout the chamber on you. Before you hear this, the grunting and almost like corrupted voice come from within the inky void that is the darkness that Connect has created. This enunciation so filled with hate, hunger, and otherwise detestment at the very words that you're saying. Don't you as it just echoes out throughout the chamber, and you can see this heavy distortion of the outside portions of the darkness, almost as if like an arrow being shot throughout from the underside of like water as it breaks the surface tension. The smoke and blackness of the darkness seems to spread and warp as stretching out is this fiery steel blade that just gets flung out at immense speed towards where you were speaking.
Thomas, I just wanted to bring up one thing I forgot. Darkness is a 3-action spell, so I wouldn't have been able to move.
It's fine. Well,
So I'll be.
it's
I'll move back.
you're just hearing all this stuff.
Oh no!
I thought it was a 2.
He got
That was my
disadvantage because
bad.
he could only judge his attack on
Isn't
hearing.
there like
right?
the 25% miss chance?
He has
Isn't it
blind
like
sight
50?
Oh
Blind
shit!
sight. Oh, good.
or whatever that. I have to look
The 6th level fighter feat.
It's that feat. Yeah.
No.
Yep.
I
Here
think
we go,
he's
boys.
still with a disadvantage, but I have to see how much.
I mean, his fucking
there's
scimitars
disadvantage.
shouldn't be throwable weapons, right?
No, this
That
isn't.
should be some.
There's something going on.
Oh,
Blind fight.
good.
Hey, now I can see genuine.
Blind fight.
You're better than.
Oh no.
You
Yeah,
don't need
I
to succeed a
Hail
flat
Mary
check to
boys,
I
target
think
concealed
I
creatures.
dropped the catch.
You're not flat-footed to creatures that are hidden from you, and you only need and you need to only be a successful DC 5 flat to target a hidden creature.
Is he hidden or is he concealed?
He's
I don't know,
technically
using dark-
concealed and hidden
Okay.
for the purposes. So I'll do
Yeah,
the DC 5.
I didn't keep my stealth up when I ran to the shrine mid. I'll be honest. So.
Okay.
Kind of booked it at that point.
So for his, I have to pull up his stuff again. So I will make this is his attack.
He's doing the like
Right,
Corrin move from Smash where he just like shoots the spear out. Oh, good. That's a crit.
He has to hit a DC 5 though, so.
Oh, does he?
He might miss it.
Yo.
Yeah,
No.
That's a
as
crit.
this warp and saber comes flying out of the mist, engulfed in flame and molten steel, as it just comes flying at you at a speed you couldn't even imagine an individual that's just human to throw at that speed. And as it comes flying at you, that will be
Yo, bro, it's just a joke.
that is 41 damage, a mixture of piercing and fire. As
Don't
this
worry, it
blade
was a crit.
as this blade slams into your chest, embedding itself to the hilt along the lower portions of your abdomen, as you kind of clutch around where the blade struck you.
You kind of feel a bit hurt.
Hey, was that non-lethal, bro?
Ah, shit! I hit Han. Fuck.
Hans
Yeah!
is 32.
Yeah!
Yeah.
I hit Han.
He's barely injured now.
Oh
Oh,
God, 42
fuck.
is barely injured. Hey, I'm past 0, boys. Let's go.
That was lethally, so you are at dying 1.
Woo!
I don't.
go.
Did that go past your max? I don't know your max off the top of my head.
My max is 36, so that would have brought me to negative.
No, it has to go past your half.
6.
So yeah, you're good.
Yeah, that would have brought me to negative 6.
You
So yeah,
you
he still
look
gets 2 more actions, right?
you look down at the blade embedded in your torso as you're kind of trying to maintain your feet. You're holding yourself up on your cane. You can hear this as stepping out of the darkness is
Oh, he's a bit bigger.
Oh, he's bigger. I still only see like a shadowy figure. Oh, good. Oh, good.
you can see Han seems to have begun to kind of grow and elongate. You notice that his fabric-like cloak seems to be tattered and almost like beginning to be seeped in shadow. His flame now, rather than a radiant fire, is now this like breaking purplish black that's just kind of like wafting off him like a corrupting flame. You notice his helmet has seemingly begun to have molten like stretch marks that have stretched and misruined themselves to these like molten tips as he is dragging behind him his flame now swathed in fire as he seems to be in the later processes of his transformation, further enforced by hate and desire. As he steps up to you, genuine. As he is going to, he's not going to swing a sword at you. He's going to kick you.
Oh, yeah, that's fine.
So that.
Am I still like holding myself up with my cane, gasping as this thing's just in my chest?
Well, I have to pull up his other stat block now. So 1 second.
Oh. He gets weaker, right?
Yeah, it gets weaker when he's an essence beast.
We need to
versus
have him
when
join
he's-
our party so that he'll like be de-leveled and then.
Yeah, and then we kill him.
Han, join
Then
the
we
party.
assassinate him.
We would love to have you. He's like, okay, and then we just.
All right.
Han just
at this
starts
point,
to get
like,
a bunch of like party invites, and he's just like, "Calm down. All right, let me finish this."
Fucking. So we have 2 unconscious, and the only people still standing are the people he hates the most. Because I threatened her dead corpse, and you. At this
You're
point,
like
he thinks it's
technically
over.
down already. But yeah.
I'm dying, yes, but we're gonna see how bad. Ooh, baby, that's a crit.
Yeah, you're technically unconscious, but you're still standing for thematic purposes. As
That's a crit.
he is going to deal
437 damage.
Yeah, fucking hit me with the 10d6.
10d6 for 437 damage. He's got
I
some.
don't know. I was just
insane
naming out a number.
modifiers.
In my head, I was thinking about that death tower we did that one time in another campaign. Viewers, You should
I
watch
gotta
that
get all
one.
his
Mhm.
mods right now.
Oh yeah. Call that.
We should-
to,
I'm
we should
shilling. In
remake
my
it.
final breath, I shill, as true, genuine would stand. Hit me. Show me the numbers.
Would you like
Show
diamond
me the
condition go
numbers,
up
Mason.
with damage?
Wow.
Oh, that's a lot of. Oh, that's a crit.
Uh-oh.
Oh.
Uh-oh.
That's like your full
That's
like
Entire
47.
negative H
More than-
bar.
That's
So
dead.
I don't know if you die. When you did my music show?
I think
It went.
stopped,
I
like,
thought we were
just a
doing
few
a
seconds
moment of
ago.
silence because Genuine was dead.
I'll pull up the death rules.
I was already dying 1, and then he hit me with a crit.
Your
For
dying
negative
condition
46.
increases by 2 if you take a critical hit.
And it goes up to dying 5, right?
Dying 4
Dying-
if he doesn't
I
have
think it's
die
Dying
hard.
4.
Oh, shit.
With Die Hard,
Yeah.
it's 5, but it's 4, so.
Yeah. So does the damage numbers mean anything at this point?
Hmm. Sorry, I just want to make sure I have this right.
Because that's 10 over my max HP. Hey, bro, we were joking about the rolling new characters, bro. Everyone's got the straight faces, and I'm just like in exasperation trying to hold
Yeah.
out.
Hey,
Well,
dude,
I'm
I'm
trying
just
to
like
read.
hunches.
I'm
I
trying
know,
to
bro.
read the rules.
I got it good.
I think
Yeah, you got it good. You didn't piss him
Let's see
off.
if
He
we
just
get
kind of
dying
got taken
three.
out
Guys,
If
immediately.
he's
first
not
round,
dead
and
right
just
now,
get
I
back.
think he's dying 3.
I feel like I'm dying 3
Because
at a
he
minimum.
went to dying 1 like right away, and if you get critically hit, you're
Or
at
roll it.
dying. You get 2 points, so he'd be at dying 3.
Yeah.
And he's wounded too. So
Yeah, I have a
Uh,
sword through my chest. That might be a problem.
You are slain instantly without needing to reach dying 4 if an effect states kills you outright. Oh wait, if you are reduced to 0 hit points by death. Oh, never mind. Those are death.
Well, okay. What was he reduced to 0 by a crit?
yeah.
No.
Well, the first one was a
You-
crit. The first attack
First
was a
one was
crit.
a crit.
The
Yeah,
first
but he
attack
got
that knocked
he's
you out
getting
was a
he's
crit?
no he's getting crit while he's down right now. Yeah, the first attack
Yeah,
that knocked
so-
him out
okay,
was a
first-
crit.
Okay, so he's at dying 2, and then he gets crit for
So
another
he's
dying
at dying
four.
4. Oh no,
Okay.
he's
Oh,
dead.
no.
He's dead.
And I'm dead.
Okay.
Genuine's just dead.
As Corin, as you sit back in horror watching around this crystal, as Genuine makes a brave last stand,
Hail Mary.
as he raises up his staff in defiance, as the giant that is Han lifts his leg back into this monstrous kick. Genuine, do you have anything you would want to say?
It was fun, boys. No.
As the kick slams into Genuine, you see him, a blur fling across the room, slamming into this stone wall in the back. You see the stonework crack and break before you see Genuine, a bloody mass in his chest before falling out of the stonework. His life gone. You can see the empty husk that is Han turn to you. As it is now. Kinnick, your go. You have no idea. You hear the heavy seismic
I can
slam of
see.
something. Oh, you can
I
see
can
in the
still see-
darkness?
I have dark vision.
Can you see
Does that work for
with dark?
magical darkness?
So the magical, let me pull it up here. I think it has to be, so at heightened 4th level, even creatures with dark vision but not greater can barely see through it. Otherwise, it's just treated as regular darkness, which I treat as dim light since I have dark
see.
vision.
Okay.
Yeah.
I see. Okay.
So I'm gonna move up 5, 10, 50, 25. As I am just like kind of moving through the darkness, I see Gowan and Tora both down. I assume that they're dead because they just got knocked out instantly, and now Genuine is also pretty much gone.
Smear on the wall.
Han, how could you? I'll finish her!
Oh no!
As I am going to cast Electric Arc on him and the Shrine Maiden.
She is concealed to you.
Oh, she is? Shit.
Yeah.
Alright, then I will just have the lightning kind of like spark out.
He
It'll
still
like
said
go
that, though.
off of him and then just like
He
go
still
out.
said it. Yeah,
Okay,
he still put
because
his
yeah,
word out.
Genuine had to like search for her body, and with
Oh,
the
okay.
mist at this point, yeah, he didn't like point it out. But you nonetheless you fire out this like fiery blast of lightning, and as the lightning kind of crackles against his back, as he will not dodge, so you can do as much.
Hell yeah. So
Yay.
Use like a,
He's
you-
he's
if
got to
you
be
have, like, an
this.
AoE to get
He's
him
gonna
up.
kill him. Let's go.
Yeah, the main damager Max is coming through here. The only one to do damage.
so that'll be 6 light or electricity damage, now lightning,
Pray for our boys.
as it's a
Oh
2
my
plus my
gosh.
spellcasting ability modifier,
Okay.
which is wisdom.
You have
Is
gotten
that
him.
is that reduced at like to 2, or is that?
Oh, sorry. No. How much damage?
It should be 6.
Oh,
I
then
didn't know how to do the. I don't have all my stuff set up.
Then I will fix that.
You just do 1d4 plus 6, like slash
Oh.
roll 1d4 plus
Oh, okay.
or plus 4.
I've never used this, so.
The lightnings kind of crackle across his plate armor and his now grossly deformed appearance. He doesn't seem to be feeling the pain.
Well, that will end my turn, as you can. I guess no one really can see, but there are some tears that are starting to form in Kinnick's eyes, seeing 3 fallen compatriots and Corin north of him.
That brings us to Corrin.
You
This
said there was like a
monster
little
of
magical thing in the room, right?
little magical thing.
I thought like it was like crackling and blue and stuff.
The mist is starting to emanate like a light. But
What were you gonna say?
no, I was just gonna say that this as the lightning's kind of like crackling against his form, he kind of like does the Tokyo Ghoul like that one
Oh yeah.
before.
Just looking up.
As he looks at you.
I will devise a stratagem with my free action against him.
Okay.
Do it, bro.
Society.
At this point, it is no longer society.
Occultism.
It is occultism.
Woo!
He's gone.
He's a goner. Like that in my. He is gone. There we go.
Write down in the notebook, boys. He's gone.
You
Put a dash next to that
notice
head.
now that something had caused his transformation to expedite the process further. Yet strangely, even in his movements, he still seems to be retaining his original goal that started this all.
Oh fuck.
Whether that is more of like an instinctual thing in the initial forms of the transformation, you definitely do not feel out of the spotlight.
Do I know why? Can I recall knowledge and figure out why he did? Or like why he transformed? Because at least to my understanding, what makes you transform is the corrupt
It is a
corrupted by
multitude.
essence.
It is a multitude of things. Whether through the corruption of one's own essence through extreme evil deeds, the consumption of corrupted essence or essence in general, or through extreme tragedy or emotional trauma is another means.
You just watched it.
You suspect that his you suspect that his gate broke, due to the third reason.
As I look around the room, seeing everyone's kind of dead, or about to be, and knowing I'm next, I'm gonna look towards the crystal, and I'll just kind of solemnly look at it, and I'll go, "Oh yeah, Archon, someone save us!" And I'll start doing my fucking mist fucking thing again. Actually, can I hide in this? Can I
You're already kind of basically at this point concealed to your shoulders in the mist. It's although it's not like a sea of mist, it's just thick enough that it's starting to waft. He's just so big at this point that he's standing over it.
Sees over it. It's just oh, why hi?
So as
I'm
you
like
kind
a prairie dog in tall grass, but he's just I can see you.
yeah.
Well then I won't do that. I'll just
as you pray to some higher power to reach
Watch
out and
Corrin
say,
be the only one to get out of this. Ironically.
I mean,
Yeah,
you
he's
guys
in
are
rage at
fine.
this point.
He'll forget about you.
this
Yeah, you're
this wasn't.
unconscious. You're not in
No,
line
I
of
thought
sight.
it was good. This feels like Has everyone Endgame spoiler?
Hey,
I haven't seen it, but I know the spoilers.
It's just like that end scene with like Thanos, you know, when he's like walking towards the But never mind.
Who's Iron Man? Who's gonna pull the inevitable shit real fucking fast, bro?
yeah.
Are
All
you?
right. Well, then I would like to recall knowledge about the mist. Why is this mist here? Why is it glowing blue? Why is it magical?
Okay. Go ahead and make this will be occultism. You're. It seems to have a heavy. You initially took it as like a release of like, almost as though like permafrost melting, or otherwise like ice melting extremely quickly. But it's cold temperatures and otherwise, definitely presume it not to be just steam. And especially the magical nature is beginning to let off. The other world veins have emitted a vaguely similar type of mist. However, it is not to this point or immensity, but that could be due to the size of this specific world vein. However, you don't have an immediate like dot on what it is exactly. The best you can assume it to be is some magical form of like energy that comes from like the world vein.
I'm gonna try something fucking wild. I'm gonna hit this shit like a bong. I'm just gonna fucking absorb, or I'm just gonna go and try and get as much of this stuff in me as possible.
Okay. So as you're letting this out, this like prayer to some higher power, you just kind of like release yourself to this like mist, taking deep inhales, if that's what you mean.
Yeah, I'm just gonna
Take a hit action.
Yeah.
I'm gonna take a hit action.
Take a hit. Curious? No. However, you
I
try
grab
to
my lighter.
you try to take an intake of the mist. However, there is no visible change, at least immediately.
Yeah, and that's about it. I can't really do much. I mean, I guess I'll like, cause that would have been my second action, the take a hit action.
Yeah, yeah.
I
Technically,
will,
a separate recall knowledge check would have been on its own, but it's fine.
Yeah, so my first action was the recall knowledge.
Yeah, because you had the free
And then my
one, and then you had the one on the mist, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I've used 2 actions.
Okay.
Call
So I would
knowledge
then
and
use my-
take a hit.
Yeah, take those are my 2 actions. I'll then take the stride action, go 5, 10, 15, 20,
Position to a more
25.
aesthetic spot.
30.
Okay.
And that's where I'll just kind of I'll sit there.
All right. Next up in the turn order is
Me. Oh, not me.
No.
I mean, you're
As this-
unconscious. It doesn't matter.
the mist begins to swirl, and almost there's this strange like luminescence now reverberating through the mist. A strange change in the air. Another presence within the environment. Yet, however, at the same time, you can hear the almost as he seems to almost like lurch and possibly far back before impossibly far forward as he contorts himself in these strange directions. His left hand free now as he kind of goes into this like predatorial crouch. You can see these like purple and brackish like strands of energy that are so devoid of light that just erupt all around him before as he just like leaps into the air. This strange somersault as he just comes flying through the air. He's using sudden charge, but with some flavoring.
Flavor tossed in, yeah.
As he comes flying down towards up and over the crystal, this heavy like spin before the massive sword that comes swinging towards you, Corin. I guess at like this point, were you like running away, or were you just like your mic's muted?
You're muted.
There we go. Okay, I was like backing away.
Oh,
I was
no!
still keeping my what?
I just
Am I not
I just
dead?
realized we were not on the right streaming mode. That sucks. but okay.
Oh,
We'll
or
fix
is
it
it?
in
Was it
post.
just our?
It was just our
cameras?
faces, but that's okay. They get to
Ah,
see.
shit.
That's all right.
Fix
This
it in
is
post. Yeah, this is a scuff stream.
they want to see.
No,
our
I was
faces.
like keeping my eyes. My eyes were
Doesn't
like
matter,
as
I'm
I
getting
backed
cut
away.
anyway.
My eyes were darting between him and the crystal as I just kind of like slowly backed up into the corner.
And he's basically like somersaulting this like strange predatorial, almost like bestial launch at you before he's bringing this like massive like corrupted and curved blade over in an arc that looks as though there will be no pain.
He's Palpatine jumping.
It's treason then. No.
I put my arms up in like a cross, trying to salvage what I have.
Okay. Resisting till the end. This Han, although corrupted and lost, given in to his darker emotions and pain from the recent experiences, with no remorse, continues this launch. The blade coming forward and resilient to the end, being the nail in your own coffin, not to be caught cowarding or afraid. You bring your shield. Or just your
No,
like
I'm just
arms?
bringing my arms.
You bring your
Just
arms up
bringing
to
my
try to
arms.
defend yourself until the last dying breaths of your moment. But as the blade comes close, you know for certain that that your flesh will give you no shielding against its blade. And as you brace for the impact, you notice that you are just completely shrouded in mist. There is no impact. There is no pain. It's almost as if everything around you disappeared entirely.
Where am I? As I
As-
call into the mist.
As the mist begins to dissipate and clear,
Is he like gone?
to your aspect, the crystal like just basically just released a like torrent of mist, and basically to your perspective, you're
It's like concealed.
he's still there. The dude, you heard the like slam, but you can't like see Corin through like the mist anymore, so you probably assume he's dead.
Okay.
But we are jumping over to
Shit, I'm
Corin.
the only one left.
As Corin,
last of the
this
party.
mist
Fun.
begins to kind of like dissipate and clear, you can feel there isn't a heavy chill in the air anymore. There's this almost like coastal and warm breeze that kind of hits you. You can hear the initial tiding and wake of water against the back of your heels, and as you look down, you notice that there is this beautifully sapphire, dark like water kind of hitting your legs, and as the mist seems to seep and sink away back towards this shore that's hitting the back of your legs, you find that you are standing at the edge of a black sanded beach, just at the edge of a highland, almost like high ridged beach, surrounded by high ridging like stone and forestry that stretches out before you. A single path leading its way down the forest. You notice that high, most notably, as there seems to be no semblance of the mist around you. Looking up, you notice that you are greeted by a beautifully starry and black sky, dotted by, crowned by, or dressed in colorful auroras of shifting hues and otherwise that stretch across the horizon. And mounted in the top of it, almost as though it's its crown, is a single moon, shimmering like beautiful twilight over the entirety of the area. And as you're looking to the forestry before you in the path, you notice that there is what looks to be a almost like an archway, roughly about 40 to 60 feet down the path, wooden and kind of like made of steel. Its exact details are hard to make out, but you can see that there's like warm light kind of emanating from within the archway. There seems to be no sign of the combat. You are definitely by no means within the shrine anymore. But
Torn kind of looks around, sees that there's no one with him. He just kind of lets out a deep sigh, and he reaches into his coat pocket, pulls out his journal, and as he starts writing in it, he starts walking towards the archway.
As you start making your way down this twilight illuminated path, the forestry letting out a slight rustling and the occasional like calming breeze that soothes the otherwise like fast beating heart from your last encounter, as you calmly kind of record the environments around you. And although they seem very real and created almost as though the environment around you is no illusion, no dream. This is by no means the limbo after your death, if so it would seem, or so you shouldn't necessarily believe. But as you kind of make your way down the path, you start to approach this archway, which is indeed a almost like a black steel like archway that stretches out, and connecting to its right and left sides is a it's steel fencing that seems to stretch out and around the courtyard that it seems to wall within, but it's decorated in running vinery and blue cool colored like flowers and otherwise that kind of decorate its fencing. And beyond it, you see that there is what looks to be a beautiful courtyard of decorated by flowers and very well maintained like vegetation that is perfectly symmetrical and decorating and lipping completely like silhouetted and shone upon by the moon that stands perfectly above it. You notice that directly ahead of you, as the path seems to lead on, that there is a large oval, almost like body of water in the center of this courtyard. A short two-step stair, steps kind of wrapping around the entirety of it, along with a few scattered like directly at the lip of it, what looks to be a cushioned like furniture or couch with a stand before it or table. However, there is nobody currently like sitting within it. You do see, however, as you start making your way further into the courtyard and past its vegetation and flower, you can hear the wake of water as you draw closer to this the bench or otherwise this like couch that is this beautiful like black varnish and leathering, and sitting on the table ahead of it are what looks to be a few glasses or otherwise like bottles that seem to have some sort of like drink or otherwise. But as you kind of draw close to this cushioning, and roughly about 13 to like 16 feet away from the lip of this massive like central body of water, you can hear the wake of like water as kind of like snapping out from roughly about 10 feet into the body of water as though they were submerged under it. You can see the wake of like hair as a feminine form seems to break the water's surface, whipping the water out of her hair as she seems to wake out. Her black the description of the woman kind of breaking out of this pool can only necessarily be described as black and white. It is the starch contrast of those two that make up this individual's starch and undeniable beauty. From her pale and almost like moonlight complexion to the almost like silky and smooth brackish hair that just runs down her shoulders in long lengths. Her slender form kind of like drawing her hand up her shoulder as she looks back to you. Her silver, almost like twilight white and blue eyes making contact with you. My, you look awful, my dear. Give me but a moment. Do try to avert your eyes. As she seems to be kind of like combing through her hair. She is nude at the moment.
Oh shit!
Oh, baby.
Oh,
Get
my
in
God.
there.
Jesus.
Ooh, yeah. Yeah, I'll look behind. I'll just turn around as I Still scribbling to my notebook.
Your photographic memory going to work is
Photographic memory.
okay. As we go into, as you can hear the sounds of her preparing herself and moving her way out of the body of water, we will be taking our intermission.
Wow. What's
I'm
going
fucking
on
dead.
here?
I don't know,
Damn, I'm the
bro.
only one alive right now.
What the fuck is going on?
Everyone else died.
I'm fucking
Oh
dead.
shit.
I
We're
Hail
not-
Mary that shit and dropped the catch. I'm so
I
sorry,
have
boys.
one Hail Mary left. That's about all I can do.
It wasn't
Or
that
you
you
can
failed.
eviscerate her body even more.
It's actually that you
I
succeeded.
was too truthful. Or at least I sounded too good at what I was going to attempt to do.
Yeah.
Bro, I wasn't going to do it though, bro. Psych. Bro, psych.
Oh,
It was just a prank, bro.
Bro, I said
Yeah.
prank.
when do you want us to be back?
We'll start again at 8:10.
8:10?
Mhm.
I'm gonna go get some tacos.
I'm going to go
Yeah, I'm taking
drown my sorrows that I can never have a bird.
No, you no.
Hi, Griffin.
Well, don't leave, Seth.
Okay.
Can you see him?
I can see Griffin. He's right there, yes.
Oh, I
He
need
doesn't
to.
look happy.
Mm-mm.
Alrighty. So we resume with you, Corn. Within this courtyard of flowers and almost melancholic dream. The flowers and aroma here, a pleasantry that you haven't had in a long time. The slight rustle of leaves and the slight wake of the waters as she makes her way out of it. You can hear the light footsteps as she kind of you can hear like the sound of like bare feet kind of hitting wet stonework. The slight pitter patter as she makes her way up. Now, no peeking now.
I don't say a word.
you can see you can definitely hear there's a tinge of eroticism in her, the way she speaks. I can't emulate it, but the as though she's enjoying this initial conversation. But you can hear the that should be quite comfortable. You're welcome to turn around now.
Woo! I turn around.
She, just as you turn around, you notice that a gown of beautiful, dark, and slightly translucent silk-like fabric materializes over her slender form. You can see starry lights kind of glow and disappear within its fabrics and otherwise. And even though she's clothed, it's not hiding much. Yeah. But you know she seems to be very aware. But nonetheless, as she kind of like looks to you, her hair now mysteriously dried, and now set falling in these straight lines that fall over her shoulders and back as she looks towards you. Her sharp, intelligent, and in some ways slightly intimidating eyes looks to you as she seems to pace up to the table and like couch that seems to be set in front of this large like pool. Well, don't stand there gawking. You were the one who asked for help after all. You're welcome to sit down. I imagine you must be tired.
You are ill then.
You flatter me, comparing me to my dear sister, but no.
Then your name is? I only know your title. At least the Gothic title.
I've been watching you quite keenly, Corn. And I'm sure you already know this. But I am Alastor, the Witch of Night. At your service. As she does a slight curtsy.
I'll start heading over and I'll take a seat next to her.
You see, she as you kind of like sit onto the soft couch, which is incredible. You just kind of like sink into it. All the like creaks in your back from like sleeping on that bad bed frame from the day before, or before everything went to hell, just instantly gone. As though like the very like fabric seems to ease any burdens within your form. She gingerly kind of like paces up, uh, beside on the other end of the couch. She just kind of like sits down in the corner of it, her form kind of stretching comfortably, in a series of movements, that almost all seem to exude a regal, like, erotic nature. So, Corn, I must say I'm quite impressed. You've had quite the debut.
I believe I've made an impact, I just don't know what yet.
Yes, keenly so. I had a suspicion, or at least a awareness, of your capacity. But I must say that even much to my own problem, that I had underestimated exactly how keen you were. Never before have my children been so quick to, or inquisitive, I should say. And for that I commend you. Though I must say it happened far sooner than I expected. I imagined if a special group of your caliber, quite chemistry, if you will, would have done quite finely over the course. And eventually I imagine we would have found ourselves here. And she kind of shrugs helplessly, but
So
as I
can I
said,
assume that you're why we're
you mentioned my sister, Aurea. They give her a great many titles, and all to her. She's a wonderful little woman. The most resourceful or understanding, I'd say, among my siblings. But I have little control beyond. She gestures around her as though a little helplessly, but she, my sister, brought you here. She controls the passage of a great many souls, and controls a great deal of the Archon's trust. But she lets a few souls that she deems useful, or ones that I find interesting, here. She guides them. I make them. No need to be so thankful. You'd be a bit of a... how would I put it? A bit suffering from a fall. She seems to reference your final moments. But I thought that would be a rather poor ending for someone so keen.
So what was the Shrine Maiden's purpose in this then?
Well, that dear little girl, she's always been so dutiful. So committed. Even for being, I hate to say it, but a bit of a self-made woman. More so than most. She was originally but I guess the clearest way I can say it is my sister, Oriel. That is indeed her original form, but Oriel took precautions. The dear Archon is a, how would you put it, paranoid individual. And he has a sense for his children's presence. We call them dwellers' dominants. Much like you and other mortal kin have essence, it is a measure of control granted to us originally. To think of that young girl, she was Ariel, but the one you knew was the shelling. And though it seemed to retain the imprint of Ariel, the idea of her memories, her nature, her mannerisms, but not the soul. You get the feeling she's describing it as though Ariel, the actual dweller, is more like metaphysical, with her dweller dominion, or otherwise her soul, is outside the Misted Isle, whereas her form must have been remaining to maintain the status quo.
Knowledge of her being Ariel killed her in what way?
No.
Or killed that form?
Knowledge isn't harmful. And she kind of like seems to kind of like lean forward, almost like stretching a little closer. It's, to put it quite bluntly, you didn't do anything wrong. I've never known that young girl to be a curious one, but it seems Ariel's nature left an imprint. What is it that saying you humans say? Curiosity killed the cat. I always hated the saying, but you realize here, this is known as my sanctuary. More of a created place of me, but I do what I can to make it look nice. However, it is toxic to those without, to those that still possess their gates, or that curse the Archon put on them, or even of those without a dweller's dominance or dominion. Revenants being a special exception. To put it quite bluntly, it's quite toxic here for the living. To explain that a little bit better, FRP, she basically, like Oriel, or at least like the shell, or the person that was the shrine keeper, was neither a revenant, and neither had like a gate, but she was alive and lacking her the original soul of the Ariel, or otherwise the essence or dweller dominion. And that communion she attempted to connect must have exposed her to the atmosphere here.
You mentioned the Archon, how he was the one that put the gates on us.
Oh yes, how...
I'm not sure much you know about the Empire below, but that's not what's told in stories. It's the opposite.
I imagine there's few things I don't know at this point. Though my knowledge is a little foggy, I'd say my most ill-explored asset or social dealings, physical and vocal. You see, I don't get many visitors yet. You are an exception. But yes, the Archon, though he likes to pin it on me, and though it is true, I'm no good woman, but I'm not certainly so cruel as to cap off your mortality. We dwellers are much the same as you. You come from the same make, we all awoke from the same stone. But when I woke you up a bit too early, dear father didn't like that. Felt a bit afraid, I'd say. He's always been a paranoid man. especially that I helped you not become living batteries or pawns for him. He wanted you to be so obedient. So to prevent any uprising or competition, he cursed you, putting those dreadful gates on your essence souls, and now we have happenstance and poor scenarios like what happened to your twin-bladed friend. As she referenced on.
Yeah. So what, you and Ariel decided to go against the Archon? Is that what this revenance is?
I've never been quite good at convincing Ariel of much of anything. Sure, she's reasonable, but she's still stubborn. I'm certain you understand. I understand your siblings can be quite the same. As she kind of reaches forward and kind of like pours a set of drinks. This strange, like, violet liquid. And as she kind of grabs one of the glasses. It's certainly very true, my dear sister, Ariel. Bested me, to a point. I am stuck here. But she wasn't without reason. She listened to what I had to say. And she makes an exception, keeping the location of my catacomb a secret, as well as sending a few of my requests my way. And I guess in a way you could say revenants are my own petty way of rebelling against your father. He certainly doesn't show much love, but I care deeply about each and every one of you.
Is it just a selfless rebellion, or do you expect anything of us?
I can't say there's been a great deal to show over the course of several millennia that this has been going on. But I assure you, it's not without purpose. Do you remember when I referred to my father as a bit of a petty and afraid man? And would it be correct for me to assume that you have an understanding of a location known as the Well of Essence?
Do I?
Make a religion recall knowledge.
At least I don't think it doesn't ring any bells in Alex's brain.
It's basically the equivalent of like the Big Bang for us. The Well of Essence is basically presumed to be located somewhere deep within the surface of the world, and is believed to be the heart of where all essence seeped from. It is basically the gateway of life that created both the dwellers and allowed them the power to make the world as it is. Now,
Yeah, I have an idea.
it's honestly not too complicated. And she seems to kind of like have a bit of a comfortable lurch. And as she kind of think of it like a stream. Originally it filled with water, but it was capped off. Hence the well. Our good father, or so he likes to think, tore that seal open, and from which all essence, life, and power poured into the world, but not all at once. It seeped out, slowly, but over the course of decades its veins ran dry. But it's not so flawed that its essence remains in the world, hence why those veins exist. They are arms outstretching from the well, meant to receive and intake essence as it disappears, such as when mortals die and retreat, meant to return it to the well. But dear father hates that process. To allow the well to retake the essence and life in this world back, to allow another recreation. He couldn't allow that. He went through all the trouble to make those great acts, to push back those great evil dragons, to put himself on such a high pedestal. No. The well is being choked, siphoned. Dear father is so desperate to keep his son in the sky, this precious age that is sustained for far too long. And he has to expend such a great deal of resources, since you aren't the obedient batteries that he hoped you to be. Though I can't say exactly how he's keeping it afloat. He certainly has been so far. Trying to keep the status quo he's maintained for so many years. However much it harms you and the well. His actions could lead an end to there being no more cycles if he were to damage it too much or too greatly. My want, if you will. I'd like to see that dream of his go dark. The fate of the world and all the lives isn't art his to control. There's so many souls that dot the lands of Gothric. They're not his tools, though he's tricked them still.
And us revenants, are we here to help you in that goal?
Certainly I don't make any forward claim of asking so much. You do a great deal of work, though the more presumed among you. Revenants, or so you like to call yourselves, have been purified of the curse that Archon put on you. Your gates that choked you from carrying, absorbing, and returning essence, or gaining any power to compete. Always petty like that. But someone must return the essence, otherwise this world will die. The well, if it stays choked for too long, will eventually dry to the point it can no longer receive essence anymore, damaged beyond repair. And in that fate, the Archon has truly doomed us all. The world will return to a lifeless husk. Essence floating and dissipating, nowhere left to go, drifting endlessly in the dark beyond. And the idea of that terrifies me.
Do I believe her?
You can make a secret perception check. Her words come off lucred by her smooth and alluring voice and her aroma. She has at this point drawn pretty close to you. You can feel the warm breath of life that come from her, the aroma of the water that she was in before. This sweet pungent scent that is in the air as she's so close. And you can honestly see this worry, this pure detestment for the idea of what she's saying, for that the Archon, if it is true, to not care about the lives and livelihoods of the prolonged life of these cycles, and damaging the future life of that this could hold. You sense no lie in her words.
So, me and the party that performed not too long ago. Why save me? What's the point of bringing me here?
Honestly, it makes me feel quite silly if I told you the exact answer. I've always thought to have myself an eye for specific individuals, though I can't say that I've always done it for purely the reason of them doing something for me. Some of them I certainly just tried to help however I could. Although it's not much of a life, but within my catacombs, their snuffed out lives could prolong a little longer. As you can feel this, although she does seem to be saying as though there are, people in your cases, that there were reasons beyond just, a need to help, to bring you back. As people in your group's position have the, talents to likely, help with returning essence. But as she speaks of those that, necessarily don't carry that same purpose, you think of the little girl revenant, the animals that have been turned to revenants, to carry on a, although secluded, but relived life within the Misted Isle.
And now that night has fallen on the Misted Isle, what happens now?
She kind of leans back and kind of ponders for a moment. You make it sound as though I have done something wrong. My moon has always been there. Just seems as though without Auriel's host's maintenance, the clouds have dissipated and the illusion has gone. And sadly, much as I try to be amiable, I have rather a difficult history. So the guise has been pulled away a bit. But that isn't to say that it cannot be remedied. As she seems to kind of shoot her eyes towards you. Oh. What do you think of me so far? Am I truly that evil witch that everyone rumors of? Even if I was, well, don't be mistaken, I'm truly still a very evil magic caster, but who's to say that we still can't do good things?
To be honest, I both trust and distrust every word you say. And just one pleasant conversation isn't going to sway me.
Justly
But
so.
it's definitely left me thinking.
I honestly wouldn't be as impressed with you if you trusted my every word. I imagine you wouldn't be here. It's that cunning that I'm so impressed by. That and your... She kind of looks you up and down. Well, if words won't persuade you, why not make a pact with me? I can remedy many of the problems that have plagued the worry and the fear. The Isle will return to as is, and I can even fix that dear swordsman. However, I can't do it here. But if I had... It's rather not a humble word, but I find it quite fitting. A champion of sorts. I believe we could do a good work. And I could make my intentions clear quite physically. As she shrugs helplessly.
And this pack entails what for me?
Can't say I'm asking anything permanent of you. Nothing harmful, of course. I'd hope quite the contrary. You can make a persuasion or perception check if you think she's lying. She's not like asking for your like soul, as far as she's describing.
That you know of.
That I know of.
She just writes it in the small print.
You are surprisingly keeping your cool. You thank the gods for your stoic personality to be literally sitting beside the prophesied most dangerous being in the known like mythos. But even so, none of her words seem to match the way her mannerisms and speech. None of her intentions seems to come off as though she's lying. She makes no guise that she certainly has done evil actions. But it's you certainly get the sense she's not lying to you.
So, will we return in time? Will I forget that which happened previously?
Well, I wouldn't want to rob my dear pact giver of such valued memories. Just who would remember me? You have to understand I don't get many visitors very often. But if you'd prefer, many such as that swordsman or the village folk, I will adjust their memories of the previous night accordingly. I see no reason why they should feel such repugnance or fear for the people who are doing so much to try to remedy the situation that's befallen them. Your compatriots, it'll be like a dream. Of course, you could re-inform them, but I can't speak for them whether or not they'd believe you. But whether or not they say it, know that I am very real. And she seems to get very close.
Can you bring them here?
I can't say I necessarily like group gatherings. And to be honest, I wasn't quite as impressed with all of them. It was your actions. It was with you, Corwin, that I was so interested in. Perhaps in time, we'd come to meet each other. I imagine, eventually, I'd become familiar with them. Though I hope they are just as candid as you are.
I think I'll take you up on this pact. But don't consider me your champion, at least not yet. I have a lot of questions to ask, and you're not going to give all the answers, so...
Well, if you have questions, you're welcome to ask. If I have the answers, I will give them. I am but a tool to aid in your ventures.
I believe I have all I need right now. Maybe later.
Maybe later. But I believe we have a pact to make, my champion. As she leans in close to you. As we fade to black.
Whoa!
Whoa!
If you're chill
Corin.
with that. You can still say no.
Fine.
You don't sound very
The
sure about that.
Chad.
Damn, bro.
Bro, you don't sound very excited about this pack.
Well, I mean, I don't know. I don't think Cord would necessarily say like, "Hey, wait a second, no." But
Hold
like,
up.
I think he is from the conversation and the way he's presented himself. He's like, okay, I guess this is how it has to be. This is how the pact is formed. So I don't think he's gonna necessarily say no, but he's probably gonna be like, "You just like drink my blood or something." I don't know.
Okay, you like alternatives?
But he doesn't say that.
No.
He'll go with it.
Okay. As the moments pass, in your evening with Alice Dawn goes quite enjoyable.
Increase support rank.
Yeah.
However, as your memory kind of drifts, at the end of it, you return to sleep. You find yourself awaking. Dreary-eyed and messy-haired, you pull yourself up. Sitting on the cot that you had awoken upon in the much less fancy quarters of your place within the Dead End Saloon. You can hear footsteps coming forward as you hear the sharp and kind of jarring voice of Genuine at the door. Genuine.
Seth, that's your cue.
Wow, sorry, I wasn't paying attention.
Doing something.
Oh,
Say your line.
what happened?
You're knocking on his door.
Yeah, you're basically back as though all of you, for your own knowledge, woke up and basically everything that happened in the like was like a bad dream. But yeah, you've basically come up to the room because everyone's is currently in the lower floor. You can see sunlight, radiant like white light, kind of coming through the chamber, like the window. It is not like pitch black outside anymore. You can see that it seems as though she has upheld her side of the bargain. You don't feel anything necessarily immediately different, but a majority of you have kind of gathered in the lower portion of the Dead End Saloon, kind of eating breakfast and otherwise. Genuine, you kind of came up here because Corin's been taking years. Yeah. The other lad sent you up here to see if he's still alive.
Corin, you there? Corin! Corin!
He kind of sits up. Yeah, I'm here.
Well, we're eating breakfast downstairs if you'd want to come join us. The boys kind of sent me upstairs because you seem to have been taking a while.
Yeah, I'll join you in a minute.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna make my way down then.
Okay. As we will follow Genuine, kind of like stepping his way down. You kind of make your way down the creaky wooden staircase, kind of shuffling your feathers. Your chest still a little sore as you must have slept on it weird. Terrible dream though. That must have been the source. What's up?
Clarifying question.
Yeah.
Is it a bad dream that we have any memory of now that we're awake?
You remember
or-
it like it was a dream. Like everything happened.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
You know what I mean? So basically when you lost consciousness, or for you, you basically also got like knocked out, if we can just assume, Kinnick in the dream.
Yeah, because my last, like, if I was gonna continue, my last moments would have been like holding my holly and mistletoe and
Yeah.
praying to Nid to heal my companions,
Mhm.
and it would only bring up the two who are unconscious. But
As it
that's
seems,
the,
as it
as I
seems,
was praying,
Ladder on the
that's
wall
where it
didn't get a
ended.
chance.
yeah, your prayer must have been answered as, although a shared dream, quite odd. Everyone seems to be in good spirits and alive. Genuine, as you're kind of stepping down, you see your armored compatriot Gowan currently sitting idly. Do you have your helmet on or off? Would you be eating breakfast?
On, but a visor up.
You guys can describe your character sitting at the table. You're currently at one of the round tables, kind of idly picking at some rawly cooked food.
You're going
I'd
to
be just like crisscross applesauce on like a chair. just like drinking like out of like a cup,
Mhm.
and kind of just like, my eyes are kind of like sharpened because like that dream kind of like messed me up a little bit, but I'm just kind of like
Mm.
enjoying my morning still. Oh, my hair's down, and I have nothing except like my like underwear on.
I see. Okay.
In like a bath towel, and I have like the bath towel around like my neck.
I see.
Yo, he's got the kimono on.
What about you, Kinnick?
I'm just gonna kind of like be like grabbing at a little bit of food and like pecking at it, just seeing if it's like all real, and kind of just like looking around, just making sure like what was all of that happened there.
And lastly, another compatriot that, as you had kind of like walked it down, found yourself running into by chance, idly kind of like messing with that what looks to be very poorly cooked like fish, is another individual that you have been having idle chatter with this morning. If you would like to introduce your character.
Let's go!
Whoa!
Let's go.
Yeah.
Let's
So
go.
you see this very handsome blonde long hair elf, high elf, just coming toward you guys. He's trying to do his best, just like very happy with the fish that he's carrying, although it clearly is just, like burnt some of it, but he's just throwing a walk.
I wish he'd come here quicker. I've been waiting on this bath for a while now. It's kind of drafting here.
Man, I feel really off today. I don't know.
I did not get that much sleep last night. It was quite bizarre, actually.
I feel like I don't know. I feel off. Something feels different.
I had terrible visions in my sleep. Stirred me. But the morning is still young.
Yeah. I just had a spear in my dream. It didn't look very nice. Something about a wall. I'm not sure.
You know, Tora, if you'd prefer, we could all go take a bath in the river
Oh,
together,
yeah,
if you'd like.
clean up a bit.
Instead of
Clean my
waiting for one here.
feathers.
Do you see
That
my
was my-
whisper corn? Sorry to interrupt you. Keep going.
That was my goal. I was just waiting for Corin. Where I'm from, you take a bath together.
Oh,
Yes.
that's weird.
Is it? Oh,
I don't know. I've always
Well,
been about privacy. I don't want
you can
anyone
help
to see
clean
what's
each other's
under these
backs.
feathers.
my father would wash my back.
Well, I suppose it depends on how close you are to the individual you're bathing with.
Rarely did I bathe with people that were not my family.
But you're
Maybe my
comfortable
master.
bathing with us then?
Oh,
Well-
you have a master?
Well, you know the techniques I use during that fight with the slugs. He taught me that.
Oh,
I miss him.
well, that's cool. But is he just not here? Or well, not here obviously, but like.
Of course he's not here. We're dead.
Yeah, I know that. Well, we're not dead. We're back from being dead.
I don't. Sometimes it doesn't even seem like that.
Yeah,
Sometimes I think that I'm still dead.
Yeah, I get that. I had a dream about that, I think.
It's. I don't know about the rest of you, how you died. But I remember my end. I remember looking up at the sky as I drifted into death. It still doesn't feel real that I can be here still, breathing and seeing. But I suppose I should count myself lucky for where I am now.
Yeah. Well, you seem to have gone quiet. It sounds like you went quietly into the night. Mine was a little more visceral.
Yes.
in my dream, I don't remember dying. I remember seeing everyone around me go away. I was the only one who remained. It seemed odd.
That sounds lonely, Knick.
Sounds like that could be even worse than dying yourself.
The last one standing.
Hmm.
Well, Corin said he'd be a couple minutes. I don't know what he's doing, but
Is he doing
maybe
alright?
Hmm?
Did you seem okay when you went to speak to him?
No, I just knocked on the door a bit. I didn't want to invade his privacy. He could be note taking or something. You know, note taking. I didn't wanna jump in on that.
I'll go ask him myself.
He said he'd be down. He seems fine.
Well, it's not well to be staying in this late into the afternoon.
I don't know. Maybe
Been up for
he'll
4
make it.
hours already.
Well, we're not all early bird gets the worm like you are. It seems.
It's a matter of discipline. And then I'm gonna
Oh.
go up and knock on Corin's door. Or
Corin
I'm
is-
gonna go up at least to do it.
Corin, as you're exploring these new things, you hear
Do I wanted to check like my body. Is there like a marking on me or anything new? Like, do I have no physical differences? Yes. What is it?
I was waiting on you to see if you wanted to take a bath with us in the river.
All right, and I'll walk towards the door and I'll open it.
Okay.
Good. Are you ready to go?
Corin's
Yeah.
hair is an
Yeah.
absolute mess right now.
Bath might suit you in the current moment.
He's got
I'll wash
super
your
bad
back.
head. But
Really on that back thing, aren't you?
I don't have bedhead. All right, fuck it.
You know, back is hard to retrieve.
God,
Wow.
shuffle him.
Damn.
So just to rewind a bit, Gabe, was your character coming towards our table, or was he just like chilling on his own eating the fish?
I mean, I don't really know you guys, so I'm just like chilling with my fish.
Oh, I
don't really-
assumed that you just like talked to them, so or would.
Oh,
My bad.
okay. I'm sorry.
Well, here. I'll start walking down, and then I'll see this blonde elf walking in the
I can-
corner eating his fish.
Oh, okay.
Hello.
Hi.
Would you like to go take a bath? Oh,
What the fuck?
Well, what? I don't. That is weird. I don't know you. Invite me to take a bath.
Tor, did you
Well-
make a friend?
trying.
Huh.
Oh, sort of friend. Nice to meet you. Did Tor
You're
ask
a
you something
bard. What?
I can just assuming you're new here, just like us.
Well, actually, I'm a veteran. Been here for a long time.
Oh,
Oh, that sounds cool.
Have you described your like appearance already?
Oh yes.
Oh, my bad.
I think.
Should we do
Um,
ours?
Yo, should we do ours for him?
Yeah.
Oh, he's talking.
I watch you guys on YouTube.
Oh,
yo,
okay.
heck
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh, a viewer joins the crowd.
Oh, well, if you're a veteran, then I suppose I won't bother you anymore.
Actually, if you're going to the river, I might need more fish. If you don't mind, if I tag along.
I see no problem with it. The more, the merrier.
Hi. I'm sorry. My name is Theoden. Call me Theo if you want to. I've been here by myself and my servant for a very long time. I lost my manners. Give me.
You're quite alright. I've experienced a lot in the last few days that kind of makes the subtleties of the normal world go out the window.
Are you a new one? Back to life?
Yes, we all are.
Wow. I'm quite used to it by now. Just- Anyways, I would ask how you guys passed, but I feel like I'm sorry. I've been hearing your conversation. It doesn't seem like you guys had a good night. So why don't we go to the river first?
I'm gonna lean down to Kinnick and I'm gonna say, "Who is this guy? Was he there
I
last
don't really
night?
know.
Is he gonna
Am I
be
able to
following
hear
us around
this?
now?"
I think Tora wants him to come. I don't remember seeing him ever though.
Are you talking directly, Kinnick, or just like to the?
I was
table?
just like, I'm not like trying to be quiet. I'm just like talking to him.
Well, Tora said he was a potential friend, so I don't know. Maybe he saw something in him.
Seems like you make friends quite rapidly in this place.
Well,
I
what an
guess we
area.
should stick together.
Yeah, you never know when something bad could happen.
I guess most of us have something in common. Here.
Yeah, we're dead.
I'll look over to him and I'll say, "Pleasure to make your acquaintance. My name is Gowan."
Ah, nice to meet you.
I'm Genuine. Nice to meet you, Genuine Bird Eye.
Nice to meet you too. But
Yeah, and,
Yes.
and I'm Kinnick.
hello.
Hello.
Oh, no, Corn, as I kind of peek out from behind Gowan.
Hello.
You said your name was what again?
Nice. See you then. See you.
Then. Huh. Theo. It's nice to meet you, Theo. Welcome to the band.
I assume I was part of the band yet, but
Well, Tora likes you.
to be. I'm sorry. It's been a while that I don't interact with. Never mind. Let's go.
Gabe, I think
Alright.
you have to turn down your Discord sensitivity a little bit. You're cutting out a lot.
Yeah, the beginning of your sentences are a little fucked up. Yeah,
No.
hit him with that rage, all the anger.
No. we got most of what you're saying, but
Yeah,
you know,
it's kind of like
sometimes
the
it cut
beginning of
out.
the words kind of cut out of it, so it was a little tricky sometimes.
Okay.
Ooh, that was pretty
Then
Gonna
are we-
fiddle with that. I might speak a little louder. I'm hearing myself from Tom. I don't know if
Oh, that's good.
you guys are.
I was hearing it okay.
I wasn't hearing it much.
I wasn't really
Yeah,
catching.
I'm
I
good.
saw Thomas's mic like flash up. Other than that, I didn't hear anything from it. So
Gonna fiddle with my thing. That was a weird sentence. Be right back.
Like Corn was doing a few minutes ago.
Yeah, yeah.
bro, save it for when we're in the bath.
Corn was
Yeah.
just
Just
fucking
yanking
going to
it.
town in his room.
That's
Just
why
met
Genuine
you.
didn't want to walk in. He was like, "Damn, bro, he might be taking notes."
I'm so
You gotta see
stressed,
pages at
dude.
the end of the notebook.
Yeah, sticky pages. Oh, no.
The last few pages
yeah.
are stuck together. Corin, what happened?
Oh yeah. It's been a long day. You know.
Not a weird
Oh.
person.
Well, me and Kinnick saw the river when we were looking for tea leaves the other day. I got my towel ready. Let's go.
Oh, okay. I guess we're going.
Hey,
then.
back.
While we're making our way, Genuine wants to just, walk next to Theoden.
Okay.
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 Everybody-
Wait,
All
so
right.
sorry. Can I repeat what you just said?
Me?
Yeah. What were you? So, are you guys leaving for the river right now?
We're going to the river.
Yeah.
Okay.
Kinnick is gonna take off his padded armor, and all that he's got on underneath is like a loincloth.
Well,
Yo!
we'll get to that. Unless you're doing it like you're preemptively stripping, isn't?
Yeah, preemptive. Yeah.
Ah,
In
he's
the
a-
tavern,
Wait till we get
bro?
to the river, you know. You don't have to do it in the inn.
He's
Yeah,
a
you,
little.
you guys
greasy.
watch as Kinnick just starts kind of like busting down.
Kinnick, are you all right?
Yeah. Everything's fine.
I know we're going to do bath, but you don't have to get naked now.
Well, I'm not.
think it's a
naked,
bit of
neither
walk.
is Tora.
Tora's weird. Don't follow his example.
Weird.
I don't mean to be offensive, but your culture is kind of weird from what you little you've described about it. You drink water with leaves in it, and now you're naked at the table. You're setting a bad example for Kinnick here. Look at him. He's already stripping down.
There's nothing weird about that.
It's kind of weird, Kinnick. I'm gonna be real honest with you.
You put your towel around your shoulder, it signals you're gonna go take a bath.
I don't know about signaling anything. We've all talked about going to take the bath. I don't think we need to signal much.
Just waste more time if you take it off there.
Hmm.
But I don't care. I'm a little bit stung by that comment as I walk out the door.
Bro, it's not
Tora
weird,
will
just
remember
walk
As
through.
this.
Tora, as you walk out the door, can you make a reflex save for me?
Yes, of course. Reflex.
You're good at
But
those.
good.
But good.
12 really sells it.
Whoa, watch where you're going. As you kind of like stop your like step just a like moment before, as you stop just before kind of bumping it. You know, like when you're like walking and then a corner comes up and you're kind of like rushing and then somebody comes around the corner just at the same time and you have to like fucking creak to a stop. That's kind of
Yeah.
what happened. As you see standing before you is his Han, his hand just kind of idly on his hip as looks kind of past you and to the rest of the lads. Morning, fellas.
Hi, Han.
Morning, Prince.
Hello.
Mm.
You look.
Prince?
How'd that fish go?
I failed again, but I'll try more. Actually, right now.
Well, good on you. You'll learn it eventually. Just maybe. As he kind of like looks at you as though, like looking at the definition of insanity. You've been in this like rotation countless times, but
Mm.
well, good morning to you fellas. Hello, little bird. I haven't seen the river much today, but I'll be by the temple if y'all need anything. As he
Okay.
kind of like walks off.
Han. I think I'm making friends.
She you know, like when like the awkward kid, like it's like when like the awkward kid kind of says something a little weird to like the like the like somebody that's like popular or otherwise. You just he kind of like looks at you guys for like affirmation, just like sure, buddy.
Tora nods. Yeah, he's.
I'm happy for you. Been having a bit of a tough time sleeping in trees and bushes. About time you found some lads of equal measure.
Sorry to disturb you. Let's go.
The Han turns around and just kind of like steps off. But all of you guys kind of stepping out onto the main courtyard. The cloudy skies now return. Nothing like what you had seen in your dreams. The foggy visage, or those of you that still remember, seems Han's in working order again. Not at all plagued by any of the anger he once had or the curse he was bearing. People moving around as though nothing had occurred. Nonetheless, though, you guys kind of make your way down, following the directions of Theo. Oh, what's up?
I just wanted to say Genuine's walking next to Theo, and now he's just asking him a bunch of questions
I see.
while they walk.
Any questions specifically, or is it just idle chatter? Is that?
Well, I looked at it and he's like, so he said Prince? What's that about?
Nothing. Nothing too important. He's just a kind man.
Oh, so it's like a title? That's cool. I have a title myself.
What's your title?
Wanted
Oh,
felon.
well, well, that's only to some people. My title, some might know me as Crafty Bee. You say that down in some of the lower sectors in a couple of cities, and they might know me or a place or two. A game or two I played with a couple of people.
Okay. It's good to know.
Yeah. I'm a very popular bird in certain circles.
That's really great.
So, I show you. You show me yours, I'll show you mine.
I don't know if I roll that way.
No, no. Genuine kind of pulls down his collar a bit. He's like, so, no, not what you were thinking. I was just gonna show off, Marcus.
You don't want to be mean. You're a very charming bird.
Of course I am. Thank you. But, if you must know, I got a little too ahead in life, if you will. Someone had to cut me down a peg.
Oh, I see. Well, if I must, I'm gonna lift up my shirt. I'm gonna show a bunch of stabs that I have on my abdomen. I'm a very skinny elf.
Are they like all glowing, or is it just like one in
Yeah.
particular?
They're just like dozens of separate like wounds, as though he must have bared like countless of wounds before he finally bit the dust. He must be a warrior.
So they're all glowing.
They're all glowing, yeah.
Okay. Well. Someone took getting stabbed to a new level.
Oh, I had to defend that village. It was
Did you defend it with your
horrible.
stomach?
What?
Did you defend it with your stomach?
Well, I was outnumbered. It was a silly game I played.
That's not one of the type of games I used to play. Huh.
Must have been 10 or 12. I don't know. I don't remember.
Maybe 3. Who knows? So
It's been so long.
So what about the fish thing?
What about it?
I don't know. You seemed real interested in fish. You catching them a lot? You're really into fishing?
I've been, I've been training to try and cook. I've been here for a few months, so I got a new hobby. Maybe if I started doing small little tasks, I will stop driving myself close to insanity. But that's just me.
I will teach you some games later. It'll be fun.
Okay.
Huh. It's taking a while to get to this river. I didn't know it was so far.
I don't want to interrupt you guys.
We've been standing here for 20 minutes.
We've been at the river. No, yeah, most of everyone is currently like getting set up as you all have kind of made your way through the calming and relatively like melancholic like forestry. The slight precipitation in the air as though it feels as though it's about to rain. But otherwise, it is a relatively cool day. And soon enough, you find your ears being greeted by the sound of like flowing water. As you find that there is a cobbled and quite plentiful little river, roughly about 20 to 30 feet across, and about to the length of your knees or waist to the taller amongst you at the deepest points of it. But you can see idle fish kind of swimming throughout its waters, though sparsely, but it seems to be clean running water.
This will be good.
Place.
I'm
Yeah,
assuming
soapy.
Connect just
Yeah,
kind
mine
of
was
like
soapy.
zinks in there. Dude's
Yeah,
already.
I got soap.
Oh, do you have
That's
soap?
right. We all have soap. If you
Yeah,
buy the
Soap.
adventurers pack,
Hell yeah.
I'm soaping it up.
Connect
I'm gonna soap
leading
it
the
up.
charge, pre-prepared, already in his suit. He's already in the water. His rough, ratty hair getting ruffled and riled as he brings the soap throughout it. It's just this like foamy culmination that he just kind of shakes out. The Ratchet have a very
How high
unique
is
way
the
of washing.
water to me? Because I'm like 4 foot.
If you're just at the edge, just kind of splashing it up on you,
I wanna
roughly
get,
about
like-
to your like knees. But if you wanted to go to like the
wanna get,
middle,
like,
it'd be around your neck. Yeah,
Hell yeah.
the current
I'm gonna
carries you
go
away.
squat my muscular body to connect so that the water is also at my neck level.
At the deep. Oh, you're gonna squat down. I see.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, I'll walk over. Do you need your backs washed?
Yes, please.
Yeah, I'll start with you, Kinnick. And I'll just, get in there, start going.
Gotta really dig into the fur.
He has kind of very
into
like
there.
slightly pointed nails that really help to kind of scratch out any of the hard to get like areas in your fur. Unknots it very well. As he just kind of helps you wash your back.
Should be good to go.
Thank you. Do you need your back washed?
In a little bit.
Okay.
What about you, Gowan?
Oh, I can wash it myself. Thank you for the offer there.
Okay. And then I'll do myself, and then it'll be like, I'll do the fucking thing where it's like, I go back out to like the normal part of the riverbank, and I like get on my knees, and I'm just like, all right, Kinnick.
Alright.
There's like little
There's
rat
a
claws that are kind
uh,
of dipped in a
what-
little bit.
what about Corin and Genuine? You guys taking a bath?
Yeah.
Okay, you guys kind of by yourselves, just
Yeah, Genuine, he strips down to his underclothes, and then, like when birds hit the bird bath, they kind of like dip in for a bit, like shake around.
yeah. I see.
get all
Okay.
that water from the feathers. He's just kind of doing that by himself. He's kind of like shaking his feathers out, getting them nice and damp.
By the end of it, Genuine, you're pretty foofy. Your feathers are kind of like starched up from the slightly chilly air. Or sorry, humid air. Corin, you're just kind of to your thoughts, just kind of a little bit downriver, just kind of like washing up the slight sponge you have on you. You just kind of like run it down. What about you, Theo?
To go to my usual fishing spot, and I'm gonna.
Are you using your sword?
Yeah, I'm using my rapier to do a little.
Go ahead and make a survival check for me.
Oh no.
Don't actually know.
Tor,
That's
just
secret.
for reference, it's like mostly rubbing the soap in, but then there's like some spots of dirt on your back that like scratching off. It's like the
Oh, thank you.
those little plastic things that you use to scrape off the
What do we get?
gunk in dishes.
17.
You can hear the slight like frustration coming from Theo as he is using like his very well furnished and very pretty like rapier of this like almost like warm metallic like bronze material as a makeshift like fishing spear, as he's just kind of jamming it into the water but fruitlessly just whiffing against the fish. And it takes almost the most of you guys have finished like bathing to the point as you're kind of like fully clothed and just kind of watching him before he finally like catches what looks to be a very small trout.
Oh, sorry.
Have you ever invested in a fishing pole?
What's that?
What is that?
Here, I will go into my backpack and I will pull out my my fishing equipment.
Oh hell yeah! You got one of
Let's
those like
go. I do.
Fishing
It
buddy.
is. It's like you take one part out, you take another part out, like that kind of thing. You have
Red
to,
Dead
like,
Redemption.
line-
Dead or
No.
something.
Yeah, it kind of like yeah. But except like back then they didn't have like the fucking thing.
Yeah.
It's just,
You
like,
just gotta put
it's
it
just a
and
rod.
yank out.
Here, sit with me
Oh.
for a moment.
Can I
Okay.
hold it as well?
Of course.
I usually
This is
just
a-
use my beak.
This is
I
a
use my claws.
calming a calming pastime of mine. And then I will also try to fish.
okay. Make a survival check.
Oh, survival. Makes sense.
I don't know. Does fishing supplies like grant you any bonus?
No, it doesn't.
I would just lower the DC, I guess.
I gotta. Wait. Oh, wait. Maybe they do. I'm not really sure. Fishing tackle. Let me check. Nope. It just lets me fish.
Okay.
Just lets you fish.
Well, I mean, if you want to reduce the DC, because I don't know.
Nah, I was-
Okay.
No, remember we have hero points.
Yeah, use the
Yeah,
hero point, bro.
Yeah, you could use your hero point to reroll.
Oh. Oh
You-
no,
you
I don't
wanna
have.
fish
I don't have a
better.
professional one. Sure. I'll re-roll. I thought I rolled a 9, but I rolled a 6.
Ooh.
Bro, you gotta check where the dot is on the die.
There you go.
Okay, a lot better. It takes
Did
him
you
about it takes him a good patient like minute and a half, 2 minutes before pulling it out. He has a pretty good sized similar fish, about double the length and size of the one you pulled.
Oh
Wow. You're really great at this.
Well, I've been doing it for years.
What's up, Genuine?
Do you want this pole?
Uh,
Hold on,
this
that,
is.
that sounds kind of wrong.
Do you want this
Yo.
rod?
Guys.
This
Oh
is
my
good.
rod.
This is yours, please. It's okay.
Well, I wouldn't mind letting you borrow it when you needed to use it.
To be honest, I hate fishing, but if I ever come to this again, I'll ask you.
Is everyone done with their bath? Oh, yes, genuine.
That thing. Well, they're while he's like talking about the fishing thing, Genuine sees this and he goes to his traditional method of fishing. He just wants to stab his beak into the water and try to catch a fish.
Survival check.
Okay.
This is a fishing campaign.
Yes.
Fishing campaign.
Yeah.
Oh, it's like when you're in what is it? Stardew Valley, and you spend the first like 2 seasons just fishing to get all
We're
the
playing
money.
Stardew Valley. That's it.
Yep, fish and Stardew. Survival. Woo!
Nice.
Got the 21. I forgot I'm trained in it.
You're muted, Thomas.
You're muted.
You just snap up a boy right between your beak. Though it seems that in doing so you scared away a lot of the remaining fish, but you did get a boy.
Got a
bit
boy.
of
Better than a girl fish for no reason at all. I just said that.
It wriggles
Is it
helplessly
bigger-
in your mouth, but
Yeah, is it bigger than the one that Tora pulled up with his rod?
no.
Damn it! Trying to
Oh.
flex.
And then I'll let mine go back in the water after talking to Theoden about it.
It swims
Genuine
away.
stabs it in the head.
Oh god. Wait, the one he lets go?
No, not the one he lets go. The one.
I
he-
was like,
he
geez,
takes
that's
one out
BM.
of his beak and then just ends it so
Okay.
that we have a nice fish.
Oh,
and he starts
I
cleaning.
was I was just about to say, wow, that's very impressive. Oh my god. Whoa, that's blood.
I gotcha. Are you all right? Yo?
Oh, I'm fine. Yes. Oh
I was
god.
gonna- I was gonna bring this to Sasha. We could have some food later. I don't know if it'd feed all of us, but it would feed me.
Sure. Yeah. I can try and cook it.
Oh well, I forgot. Yeah, you wanted to do some cooking of some sort. I mean, you can try cooking it too, Theo, if you'd really like to. Here you go. I hand you the bleeding, dead fish.
Yeah.
There you go.
Not
Are you
so
sure
bad.
you're all right? You seem off.
I'm okay.
Are,
Yeah.
are you certain?
100%.
You notice he's a bit pale in the face. Looking a bit lightheaded.
Yeah, good on you. Cook that fish up all nice and good, and we can enjoy it later. I don't know
Okay.
how much it'll be though.
I'll do that.
Before the day is done, I'd like to go talk to that stable master about
Oh yeah.
getting a horse. I'm still
Get
set
a
on
horse.
getting out of here.
Well, I think that'll be our next course of action after this, isn't it? I mean, we're gonna leave as soon as we can, right?
I
Where are you
plan on
guys
doing-
going? Yes.
We're gonna go help Tor out with something back at his village, and then we kind of all had our own thing, but we decided to stick together for it because we're amigos now, as some people might say. I forgot where that comes from though.
Amigos.
Okay.
I've traveled all the lands, Tora. I know a lot of random stuff.
You
Yes,
must be very wise.
of course I am. I am genuine Bird Eye.
Mm-hmm.
He just like puffs out his already fluffy feathers in like a show of cockiness.
Kinnick is gonna like shake off a little bit of the excess water that he still has on him. You guys get
Yeah,
a little bit of a
Gotta
splash.
put your armor back on.
Yeah, and then once I'm dry, then I'll put my armor back on.
Little
Corn.
splatters on Jenny. He's very upset.
You kind of like sitting in the background, away from all this clatter. You can hear the of wings beat above you, as landing on a branch, just a few feet above you, is that large, 12-eyed raven that you had seen before. The much larger one than its brethren, as it seems to be looking down to you. It seems to kind of lean its head down before it opens up its beak, and toppling out and kind of catching itself on the bottom portions of its like jaw or beak is what looks to be a silver-wired pendant, which at the end of it seems to have a oval, like a black-trimmed oval-like mirror.
Does it like fall down towards me?
No, he's just like leaning down with it hanging from the bottom portion of his beak. Okay.
I'll try and grab it if I can. I don't know how tall or high up.
No,
it
you
is.
reach. It's at a point you can grab it. It seemed he consciously like dropped it in a way that it wouldn't just fall to the dirt. You know.
Yeah.
It sits back up before him. Flies away.
He just kind of stows it in his pocket for now. I don't know. Did anyone else see it?
No.
I got a big perception.
Well, you might have saw the like you might have like heard the sound of the like the branch.
Pendant.
Yeah. You probably like turn around just as like Corin was like holding it, but you did not see the bird.
So I see him with the pendant out.
Well, you didn't see the pendant necessarily. You were kind of like preoccupied, kind of dressing yourself. This was happening
Yeah.
as you guys were like doing stuff. You kind of like
Okay.
turned to the sound of like weight coming off of the branch, and it seems as though Corin was like stowing something. But to your knowledge, he could have been just getting dressed because he was showering as well.
Well, is everyone bathed and ready to go?
Real quick, I gotta throw on my cloak.
Oh yes. Then I'll put my hair back in a ponytail.
Could somebody help me put my armor on? It's going to take about 5 minutes.
I'll do it. I'll do
I
it.
can help with the lower part.
Thank you. You get the bottom, I'll get the sort of chest piece in the arms.
That's fine. I don't
I
have.
don't know if that shortens it, but...
I will
It's
I
assist.
think you need the
Flavor.
armor assist skill feat. I don't.
Oh, yeah, that's the thing.
I mean, I don't know. I don't think.
I'll still accept your help and don my armor over the course of 5 minutes.
Genuine does not know how to put on heavy armor, so he's just kind of like, here you go.
Well, with
It's like
Gowan's
dark.
guidance, you it takes a bit, but over the course of a few minutes, you get it together. And Gowan, once you're happy with it, you kind of adjust the parts that are a bit awkward,
Mhm.
but it's not your what you're used to. Generally, you had the same squireship prior to this, same poor lad, but sadly, you got to make do.
suiting up a mech.
Yeah. There's no flesh beneath the plate armor. He's like a wither. But no, he's
Gowan, if I may ask,
Yes?
how is that armor?
You mean this? This plate?
Yeah.
You know, you'd really think it'd be an impediment and a liability in battle, but I can actually move surprisingly well in it. Of course, you need to have the right constitution, I suppose, to wear it, but you know, I think it protects me well.
I've never been a fan of the heavier armors and the way that my master taught me. The heavier armors wouldn't work well with what I do.
The way
It's
my
interesting to see other people do it.
teachers instructed me, it was the opposite. They told me a solid metal cuirass is the best ward against blade and hammer and the like.
Thomas.
Yeah.
While I am helping Gowan put on his armor,
Mhm.
am I able to like recognize it as like some like city guard or like militia or something like that? From having been to a
I'll
couple
let you
cities?
make a recall knowledge society check.
Okay.
Sneaky.
It is a blind GM roll of society, correct?
Yeah. You definitely are able to get the sense. It doesn't seem as though, and you're welcome to chime in and correct me, Daniel, at any point. But it definitely seems as though you're not sure where the armor belongs to. He isn't necessarily wearing very open insignias or otherwise, and any signs that you do see, you don't necessarily recognize at the top of your head, but you do recognize Gothric steel, the metal, the metalwork of the armament. Though you're no smith, but you've been around and been in enough trouble to kind of recognize the work of Gothric guard or otherwise like Gothric like plate make, as it's relatively standard across the board. And although his is damaged, dented, but well maintained, you definitely get the sense that he is the armor at least is from closer portions of the capital.
Hmm. I feel like I've seen this armor once or twice in my life.
Is that so?
Yeah, well, usually any armored fool chasing me had to contend with my acrobatic skills. Also, I never really talked to them. They were never stayed near guards for obvious reasons.
So good to know. So are we going to the stables now? Is that?
You guys at this point have kind of been kind of pacing through the forestry, and as you guys kind of start to come upon a back into the village of Ashpoint, you notice that the activity in the village seems to be in a bit of a low point. A lot of people are just kind of like still waking up. It must be at least in some sense the closest thing to early morning. You notice that the central temple is still the same as ever. No mist, no change in anything. However, you notice the it seems everything seems to be still the same. However, as you kind of follow directions, kind of asking around, you soon enough find coming to what would be the eastern portions of the section of Ash Point. Kind of cluttered and surrounded by a collection of like ruined flagstones of former like stone structures. Is a kind of, it's almost as though this individual has like he's built fence points between like broken and rubbled walls that would be all but unusable, but he's like used them, like built the fences into them so that he can like it like acts as like a makeshift fence in that portion, it's almost this like macabre mix of like the fencing just kind of interconnecting between them, so he doesn't have to use as much wood. But it all comes into a loop and connecting into this like roughly L-shaped open-faced stable. The actual housing of it seems far smaller, but you can see that there's an assortment of different horses. You'd count about close to 10, a few of which are younger, but you can see that there's an individual currently like working and pouring what looks to be a mixture of feed into the troughs around the stable. He's wearing these thick cloth like overalls. He's got short cut blonde hair and a very like very thick like complexion of dimples, or not dimples, freckles that kind of spread across in this like this colored orange. He's got a white complexion and is otherwise like he looks pretty young. You'd say probably around like 17 or 19, but he seems to be working the best he can.
Sir.
He slams the metal tin on the side of it as the horses kind of rush in beside him to kind of like eat at the trough, but he kind of looks. Why howdy. How can I help you fellers? Kind of sets the pot down and kind of steps up to the fencing, kind of leaning on it. You can hear the creak of the wood. Sorry, was just getting to feeding the horses. Is there anything I can do for you, mistress?
Well, we're going to go to the Grey Gate, and we're thinking that horses might be better travel than walking. I was wondering if there is a way we could, well, I guess, pay for some.
Oh, anything for you revenants. You're the ones who get the most business out of our horses. Luckily, we're on a bit of an upturn. It's been a bit of a while since any of the as as he falls into a stutter, other revenants kind of came in, but so I got quite a few of them getting on the adult side, and but yeah, if you got the gold to purchase them, that'd be wonderful. But more than happy to rent them out to you.
Mr. Stable Farmhand guy, I had a question.
Yes, Mr. Birdman guy.
Yeah, Bird Eye, thank you. Do you have any revenant horses?
I don't think I do.
Oh, well, okay then. Thank you.
I believe that would be a bit of a unique case, but I'll do my best to let you know if something comes up.
Ooh.
So, about how much would one good riding horse cost us?
Well, all we got here are Destiers. Hopefully, they're a few of them are quite young, but we got a few old ones over there. 3 to be exact, but they'll all do their duties quite well. It'll cost you 8 copper pieces per day of the rental, or 7 gold pieces to purchase them outright. However, if the horses, of course, don't return, I'll have to ask Han to you'll have to pay the full price of the horses. I hope that isn't a problem. I find it to be a rather fair price. Of course, you save quite a bit of money if you're going to be gone for a long time. If you go with the purchase them outright, but I think 8 copper pieces a day is quite fair. That is, of course, not covering feed, but I sell some stuff here.
Horses wouldn't happen to pass through the gate, would they?
Well, it's a bit strange. I've never seemed to have or heard any sort of trouble with the horses trying to leave. It more comes up when that's a really good question. I don't know, but I know the revenants have complained. Other fine individuals like yourself, so I'd assume they come back.
Maybe they are revenant horses, and we just don't know it.
Maybe I don't. He kind of like looks back to kind of check them, but
I put 7 gold in his hand.
all right. Go ahead, take your pick. You're welcome to have your own head canon of what your horse looks like. I'm not going to describe all 10 of them. So.
All right.
I'll give him 7 too.
I'll give him 7.
Okay. Each of you got.
I mean, I don't know. You guys can just rent it and like say I'm gonna leave it over there. You can go
how
pick
much
it
is
up.
100 silver and gold?
100 silver and gold? That's 10
That
gold
should be-
pieces.
10 gold. Okay. Does anyone need any money for purchasing a horse?
I'm afraid I don't have the funds to buy one outright. I'm about 2 gold short of that.
Well, no worry. If we do, I'll also sell a cart. Though I can't say it's very great, but it slow you down a bit because it's a bit harder for them to pull the cart along. But might save you a bit of money.
Corin, how do you feel about just using our horses to pull a cart?
It's fine.
Is 2 horses enough to pull a cart?
Oh, most definitely. Any of you fellers experienced in it's a bit harder to control 2 horses, but the reins should keep them in order. The cart itself is only 3 gold pieces, so a lot cheaper.
I can pay for that.
There we go. It's an open-headed cart, but I got a mountable top in the back. I'll throw in with it if it starts raining. You got a cover, so it'll if you take care of it, it should hold on for a long time. Of course, beware of rain. Mud is not very great on the wheels. If the axle ruptures, I can make replacements. But of course, you'd have to come all the way back here. Might be easier to just find somebody outside.
Is the cart big enough to seat all of us?
Oh, 2 on the coach, 4 in the back, easy.
I do have a question for you guys. I didn't want to intrude, but should we buy another horse just in case?
Okay, so what?
Well, if the cart breaks down, we have 3 horses.
Yeah, I can pay for another horse.
I was going to offer myself, but thank you.
Where you walk?
I
Never
could
mind.
split that last horse with you if you'd like. I feel
Well,
bad not paying for anything.
I of course, it's always good to have a spare. Of course, if you're riding long distances, from my experience, you generally want to swap your horses out. But perhaps you'd want to buy some feed from.
These are revenue horses. They don't need to eat.
I sell a bit of feed, but unless y'all are confident in finding food for them, horses aren't picky. But feeding them well helps them do their job for you. But 3 horses and a cart, is that what we're coming down to?
I believe so.
Wonderful. That sounds wonderful. I'll with the cart, there's an extra wheel, but it's attached to the bottom, so if anything happens to the cart, you got that there, don't forget. But I'll get that all saddled up and ready for you. As he kind of takes all your money. So who is paying? So the total
I buy a
is
horse.
I bought a horse.
So it's
I bought a
14.
horse and a cart.
We bought a zoo.
Okay.
Uh,
The cart was 2 gold, right?
3 gold.
3 gold? Okay.
So it's
Then I'll give him all 100 silver.
okay. He takes it all.
7 gold, yeah. Then I have 8 gold left.
Okay.
Are we purchasing feed as well?
That's up to you guys. I already paid 10 gold.
I can.
He's already did his
Feed
contribution.
is
Yeah, I can
it
put money
feed
in
is just
feed.
rations. For the horses, they eat the same as you guys. So as to my understanding, so it's 4 silver pieces for 1 week for worth of feed. For the horses.
I'll buy 8
Someone
weeks,
can-
Okay. Yeah, you just buy a barrel. So.
and I'll carry it on my person.
How do I remove money
So
on this
that's-
character sheet?
Just right click.
You just use on the thingy.
I try in the inventory,
it's in treasure.
like on the coins.
It's in treasure. Yeah, you just push the subtract
Oh,
button.
it's not.
Yeah,
Wait.
you can't subtract coins from that top thing. You have to go to your treasure tab where it says gold pieces, silver pieces, copper
Oh, okay.
He gets the carts set up for being a young kid. He certainly knows his way around carts and horses, and soon enough you see this rather humble wooden cart kind of get wheeled out. The 2 it's kind of a shorter fed cart where it kind of looks like the well, however you guys would want your cart to look like, but it's a pretty humbly looking like wooden cart. The wood. This kid's obviously no carpenter, but it's functional. The wheels kind of turn and kind of move to proportion. And as he said, seems to be a spare wooden tire tucked behind the central axle at the center of the base of the cart. And it seems he is hooked up the like large or not hooked it up, but folded along the left side of the innards of the cart is what looks to be a roofing that can spread out, like a white roofing. You know what I'm talking, like the Oregon Trail
The
kind of like
canvas
cart.
roofing?
Yeah, the canvas
pieces.
roofing.
Yeah.
Saddled up at the front of it are 2 horses reined in that he kind of like guides out. with relative ease, and kind of following behind and hitched up to the back left corner on a little bit of a stand that's kind of pointing out is your third horse. Whose horses are at the head of it?
Me and Corin's.
You guys want to describe your
Yeah.
horses, or?
I put in
Go-
Shadow Mirror in the chat. I
Oh.
don't think Shadow Mirror exists at this at the.
This
so,
junction.
I mean,
it's-
it's just a black one.
it's a horse.
Yeah,
It's a horse.
it's a horse.
So we got the black and the white horse.
You need
and
that
the
you have
brown
a-
horse.
You need that emotional
a
attachment
white-
to your horse.
You have a white dappled gray horse with a long flowing mane, as well as a long spirited tail. His name is Moon.
Whoa!
This is
cart
Moon.
is
There's
the-
my horse.
The Skyrim cart just like a little bit bigger and has the
Yeah,
Oregon Trail
it's basically
top
this.
on it.
Yeah. I was gonna say the Skyrim cart because I don't know the names
That's
for
what
like
the
design carts.
default.
Yeah.
That's the default. And whenever I'm like, there's a
We got
cart, I just think Skyrim.
Beauty
Can
over
I-
here.
I will say it
Now-
does not have like the seats in it. You more just kind of like
Damn it.
sit in it.
Can Gowan
But
say
you guys could
climbing
put like
back?
cushions.
Can you say climbing back and we'll be off in your
Alright,
Gowan
everyone
voice?
climbing back. Let's get going.
Climbing back. and
Are you
we'll
guys
be
just
off.
leading the third horse, or is someone riding it? Because right now it's just being led by the cart.
Um,
Theo,
I mean,
would
I
you
can,
like to
what
ride it?
kind of skill is it to ride it?
Just riding
Oh.
it normally, there's no check. Trying to perform like advanced maneuvers on it, that's when there's a check.
Need the ride
in
skill.
combat, I
Kinda-
think you have to. Yeah, you need to use the command an animal to like tell it to move in combat. I think.
In combat, it's like in combat
Yeah.
and tense scenarios where you need to have like skill in it, but because otherwise you're not gonna really do very well on your horse. But otherwise, no.
I guess I can ride it unless someone else wants to. I take up the least amount of space in the cart.
I mean, it's either someone rides it or it gets led behind the cart, and everyone else is just in the cart. So, like, it's just following. It's just like hitched up to it. But
I don't think it really.
I'll
matters
ride
that
it, but
much.
then have it
Mm.
like hitched up with a rope so that it doesn't get like too far.
in case it starts to like not follow what you're saying, okay, I get that.
Yeah,
Okay.
just as a safety precaution. I don't want to be taken like
You're
2
good with
miles away from
animals.
everyone.
It'll be fine.
The front two horses don't have saddles. He threw in like the reining for the cart, but there's no saddles. The one in the back does have a simple saddle on it, so you're able to kind of climb on it and not have to ride it bareback. But nonetheless,
Can I get a little lift to get on the horse here?
Don't ask me.
I'm trying
Sure,
to jump.
oh,
up you go.
Oh, thank you.
just for future reference, I do I understand a lot of people. I don't have miniature horses, so I make a habit of, as he kind of like claps and whistles at
that's
the
okay.
horse, and as it kind of like seems to kind of like kneel down.
Oh,
I'm like getting barely lifted by Gowan, and then I like kind of
Yeah,
get on top.
it seems he taught them to like with a clap and a whistle. They'll like take a sec, but they'll kneel down for you. Yeah.
Just getting positioned
You're on your
up
horse.
on top now. Oh, it's so different being so high up.
Ah, thank you for these.
Well, no need to thank me for it, mister, but you're mighty welcome. Thank you for your coin and business, and I'd love to see you all come by again.
I gave him a nod, and then me and Corin we in the front seat.
I want to be in the front.
All right, then I'll be in the back.
You see, he kind of steps away with the gold, and as you guys kind of like whip the horses off, you can hear a whoa, yeah, kind of coming from the kid as he's just kind of holding the bag of coins, but he seems to be celebrating to himself. But the
Quick question for the party: do we want the money back?
Hell yeah. I mean,
Genuine starts sneaking towards the
Oh
farm.
my god!
wait, genuine, you're.
Skyrim
Are you guys?
strat, just
So
take
wait,
money
so you
back.
guys are stopping the cart so genuine can.
Well, like if it will, did he say that like in character? I'm gonna go take that money back.
Off the table, but if we want the money back, then I can
Well,
start pulling some
I
strings.
mean, it's up whatever Genuine would do.
Yeah.
If he doesn't tell me, I'm just gonna keep on going.
Genuine
Yeah,
sneaked
I'm
off
gonna-
the cart.
Okay.
Okay, the cart just kind of keeps going, but Genuine, you have
How
zooped
fast
off.
is the cart moving?
What?
Is it just how fast are we going on the cart? Are we just going like a casual trot or like?
A lot faster than you can walk. But
Sure
they're
hope
not
it's
like
not
full
trot.
sprint, but they're still horses. Like,
I know, but if they're trotting, you can still kind of like.
yeah, I
catch
know,
up.
but they're not like
I
they're
guess
not.
it depends. Like if you sneak and we notice you,
They're- yeah.
I mean, I might say something. I guess. I
Well,
might be like,
everyone,
"Hey."
he's observed by
well, I'm in
everyone.
the
There's nowhere
back.
for him to hide.
Yeah.
So,
Oh.
Yeah.
Genuine, where are you going?
Ah,
Did you want to ride the horse?
I've really been in a
If you
cruise. I
want.
didn't know what I was doing immediately.
Do I have to use the bathroom or something?
Yes, I'm just going to ask the farmhand something real quick. About the horses, I just wanted to make sure about something. They weren't allergic to anything, you know?
Genuine, make a
It's a
deception
good
check,
thing.
Yeah.
and then anyone who would like to,
Perception.
anyone who'd
Nope.
like to,
Kill him.
Sense motive
Yeah.
is
Oh wait, no,
blind.
that's not a competitive thing. He has to
Oh,
beat your
okay.
DC. Sorry.
Oh,
So DC
Oh, that's right,
is
yeah.
10 plus your perception.
So
Something like that.
he has to beat
That's
everyone's DC.
Do I just do a blind GM roll?
Just do an open one because it's against them. So
Okay.
Public.
he's,
Fuck.
No.
I
he's
used my
No.
hero point.
Ah,
No, I don't think any of us could fail that.
let's see that hero point roll.
Hold on, I activated the hero point powers.
Oh,
Natural
God.
20.
Wow.
He's
So we don't roll. We just.
it's yeah. If he
start
beats your
casting.
DC, if
Okay.
he beats your DC, he
21
feigns
is
it.
my DC.
In like if obvious evidence comes up or something comes up that would like spur you to believe that he was like bullshitting you. You know, like if like suddenly the farmhand was like, my fucking shit's gone. You know,
Or
you'd
just
be like,
lie.
oh, that piece of shit. You know. But right now whether you just don't care. But he seems to be telling the
I
truth.
believe him.
Tora, you don't have to stop, but can you slow down just a little bit so I can catch up? I'll be right back.
No, I'll stop.
No, just slow down a little. It's fine. It'd look weird if you stopped.
listen, Genuine. Why don't you just hurry it up? We have to get back to Tor's family.
That's nice. You're right.
Oh, no.
Tor didn't want to say it, but okay.
Okay, I guess I'll go slowly then, I suppose.
Okay. You bring it to a
Just
slow
gonna
trot.
Try to like.
Genuine, you kind of
slow
hop
and
out of the
just get
cart,
used to it.
kind of going into the forestry along the side as you kind of like eke around the ranch.
Okay. Do I know do I see where the farmhand is?
He's currently sitting in a little wooden table. The sack of coins is currently like in front of him, and you can see he's currently like they're a little pushed off to his left as he's kind of like the bag's kind of spilled over a bit, but it seems he's just kind of like playing a game in his like idle time. As it seems he doesn't have a lot to do.
Yeah.
You can see he's from what you can tell, he has like a small like blunted knife that he just you can see
Yo, he's playing the finger game.
before he goes right back to it. He's just trying to entertain him.
Yeah. What are the horses doing?
They're eating at the troughs.
Okay.
A few are just kind of wandering around, but
I wish I had like even just a minor like prestidigitation.
Should have grabbed minor magic, bro.
Minor magic, bro. Should have grabbed a fucking couple cantrips.
guess you gotta kill him.
Gotta end him, yeah. Is there any way I could pull like a hide against this guy specifically?
I mean, he's not really looking in your direction. You would have to like, what are you
Can I-
trying to? Yeah. Like when you hide, you can be observed by people. Like your party, anyone who actually cares to watch Genuine just sees him, until he decides to, unless he tries to hide from you. But
I only specifically am hiding from this thing.
yeah. So
From this guy, I guess he's not
You-
a thing.
go ahead and make a stealth check.
I'm not looking at him. I'm just trying to like get used to the horse,
This is a secret check.
riding it.
I almost made it public. Oh no.
You kind of zoop up around like one of the barn walls, looking around the corner. You can see the wall kind of proceeds forward, and this is kind of the part of the L-shaped like building that is like the actual housing or whatever's inside. You can see the door is kind of old and creaky, but it's currently closed. And following your eyes forward, it kind of falls into the open face but roofed in like I don't want to say like patio, but like the open portion of the barns that seem to along its walls are just like stacks of hay and barrels and other like leather workstations. But he's currently sitting at a table facing the fenced in horse area. The coins on the left corner of the table, and he's just idly like playing games. You can see
I'd just like to slink my way along the wall there, stealthing my way up, and then I take a look at the pouch and I try to grab. Like, can I see? Like, is it like a fuller pouch? Or are we talking just like?
it's not like huge. It's just kind of like a little pouch that it's mostly full of silver.
Yeah,
as that's
some guy over here gave 100 silver.
But nonetheless, it's still a coin pouch. Yeah, a few coins have kind of dribbled onto the table, like a gold and a silver, but it's otherwise sitting there. You just kind of slinking up behind him. Can I get another stealth check as you try to sneak? As you look down, it seems you've stepped in like a dung pie. He's just looking at you. Yeah, seems you. Can I help you?
Oh well, you know, you looked real busy, so I was just checking through. I was making sure. I couldn't remember if we grabbed feed or not, so I was just coming back to make sure. Do you remember? I wasn't really paying attention, you know.
Yeah, well, I got your pay. I'm pretty sure I gave you your feed. It's in the cart. You can take your foot out of that dung, sir.
Oh, yeah, you're right. You wouldn't happen to have anything to wash this off, would you?
There's a bucket of water over there. Just if you need something, just shout. You know, don't sneak up on me like that. I thought some like mountain lion was coming up or something.
They have those here?
I don't know. They had them before I came here.
Oh, well. Doesn't really seem very,
Genuine takes a look around. Doesn't seem very mountainous around here, you know.
Well,
mountain lions are the most
there's
common attraction.
I mean, fair. There's a few of the big ones though. Like he points over in what would be the western region of the Mistad Isle, and there are a few peaks. But fair is fair. You're welcome to use that water. I mostly use it to wash out dung anyway, but I haven't used it yet. So.
Oh well, that's always a relief. Yes.
Kind of hops over on one leg towards the thing, so he doesn't like.
You just gotta dip your foot in it and wash it to the best of your ability.
Scrape it off a lot.
Yeah.
It's always a bad indicator of the day when you wake up just to step in a pile of poo, you know?
Well, yeah. I make my livelihood doing it, so you get used to it, I guess. But
you make your livelihood stepping in poo?
It's part of the job.
That's fair. That's a lot of strange descriptions, you know, that happens. You never know what's gonna happen with jobs.
Fair. That's why I had good old Adam fix me up these babies as he kind of claps onto some tall like leathered boots that he seems to be wearing, that his like overalls are tucked into.
Well, as you can see, I'm a bit of a. I only don't wear shoes. Not really come in my size, you know.
That's really fair. Really, God damn it, fair. It's fair. He kind of seems to be tripping over his tongue some more, but was there anything else you needed?
No. I seem to have gotten all I needed. Thank you.
You're welcome. safe travels.
See you later.
He just kind of waves you off, and he kind of watches you walk away before you kind of climb back onto the cart.
I tried.
I mean, at least you didn't get caught in the act. So.
Yeah.
So did you
kinda like when
find
you're
what you were
in Skyrim,
looking
it's like-
for?
What?
Genuine? Did you find what you were looking for?
Well, I found a pile of crap. It was on my foot. I washed it off though.
Do they have any allergies?
No. They seem to be fine for our intended purposes. Just the normal allergies, death, sickness, the normal things.
I don't think those are allergies.
Well, I'm allergic to death. I've already done it once and it wasn't very good for my health now, was it?
I guess, yeah.
To be fair, I'm pretty sure it's nothing but a positive that you have died.
That's true.
I mean,
There's
you
a lot of
can-
benefits.
Your gate is now gone, so death has actually been inherently a positive.
Excuse me, my what is what now?
Did I not explain this already?
What?
I thought I did.
I don't think I heard. You said what now? I
The
don't hear you.
revenants, the gates are broken.
Oh, we get the strong powers. You're right. Yes.
Yeah.
So what you're saying, Corin, is we should tell everyone to die because it'll help them out. I'll go talk to that farmhand real quick.
Okay,
I'll tell
well,
him
listen. Not everyone becomes a revenant.
Oh yeah, you're right. There's a bit of a flip-flop chance on that
Yeah.
one, but I don't know. Can revenants have kids? Maybe we just have a society of revenants spread across the world. That sounds like a lot of work. I don't want to do it.
Tora just kind of whipping the horses along. It's like,
Genuine
well,
catches up and hops back in the front seat next to Tora because he wants to be in the front. It's a little child.
Your mic's not working.
No,
You
you're
do.
muted.
I did mute
muted.
myself. I'm gonna like go and like take a blade of grasp and like put it in my mouth, just like the old like farmer
I
thing.
see. Okay.
He's getting into the vibe.
As you ride across this old country, as you guys are kind of making your final pass through the main part of Ash Point, is there anything else we'd like to do before you guys make your journey to the Grey Gate?
I'd like to ask a question kind of out of the table.
Yeah.
Did we level up? Because, don't we have to level up back at the thing? I just wanted to.
No,
I
there's
don't
a
want
way,
the session to end, and then you'd be like, "Oh, you guys are level 4.
No.
You gotta
Yes.
go back," and then we just have to turn around.
No, we remember we got the we can go to sleep, do like a ritual while we sleep, and we mentally go back there, and she can level us up.
Yeah, because
Don't we physically do?
Yeah, leaving is the hard part. Because you don't really have a guarantee of where you're gonna show up at, because the pillar's broken, which was
Yeah.
the gate between guaranteed spots. So when you go out the Great Gate, you're kind of just flipping a coin of where you're gonna go. But coming back is not as hard, because you guys have the
Well, I was more
catalyst.
just
We have
wondering.
our
'cause,
Hearthstones.
you were like, if you guys win the combat in some way, you guys are level 4. And I mean, we kind of did. So I just didn't as we're leaving, we're like, oh wait, we have to go back there. I feel more powerful.
You know what?
No.
Feeling this
We
strange
reloaded
power.
an old save, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I would say
We
you guys
leveled
don't
up
really
there,
need to do.
And then we went back.
Because the time span to level up is very dependent on the reasonings for your leveling up, and you guys are kind of still at the point in your careers where it's more natural development than it is you know.
Yeah, we're not like soul eaters yet. We are just normal people still, kind of.
Yeah, I'll say, even though it was technically a dream sequence, a very real dream, I'll say you guys are level 4 and you got it on the ride here.
Yeah. We leveled
Let's
up, and
go!
then we went back in time.
I
Hey,
can
I
just fly now.
saved everyone, alright?
No, I saved
I have the magic
everyone.
cock.
What do you mean? I was the last one alive. I prayed to Nid, and she.
I mean,
saved us all.
Genuine died on a Hail Mary, so I can't say shit. I'm glad to be here. It's nice to meet you. I'm glad to be here.
Yeah.
I have one thing to do before we leave. I need to talk to Han.
Okay.
Okay, you just if you tell me that, I'll just stop the cart.
Please, can we go back to where Han is? I need to talk to him before I leave.
Of course, I wanted to tell you. I really do not plan on coming back here.
It's okay.
I didn't know if you wanted to continue to join us.
I feel like it's probably time for me to leave too, but I just need one bit of information.
Of course. Here. We'll take you back.
Okay.
I'll turn the boat around.
Oh,
Yeah. The boat.
The boat.
People be calling. Someone
kind
like I remember I was driving and my grandfather was like, "We gotta turn the boat around," and I'm like, "This is a car."
Oh,
So
that's
you
a
guys
very
are
lovely story.
pulling up by the central temple.
Yeah, I mean, if we can pull up in there, I don't know if we.
Yeah,
can,
you
like,
guys
park
can
our-
go. There isn't like a huge amount of like the only law enforcement really is Han, and the place is already kind of in a bad state anyway. So
All right, we'll park.
I will say, it's been the same to your guys' memory, but Corin, you noticed that the stonework on the shrine has been like entirely restored. Like there was no cracks, signs of damage.
was there cracks before
Yeah.
we came there?
Yeah.
Interesting.
Sorry, I forgot
I
to
will write that
describe
down.
that bit. But it is like in pristine condition now. Though still, old stonework. There isn't like signs of like it got like whatever wounds it suffered from whatever damage to the crystal prior is seems to be gone. Or not the crystal itself, but the shrine, the temple, seems to be gone. Like the roof is in whole form, but for everyone else, that's just how it's always been. However, as you guys kind of stop by the temple, you don't see Han currently like at the top of the steps. He must be somewhere within the temple. But
You guys can wait here. I'll be right back. I'll jump off and I'm gonna run and I'm gonna try and find him.
okay, is it just him going up, or is anyone else going?
I'll go out, but I'll just go out somewhere alone.
I'm gonna
Go out
still
somewhere
ride
alone?
the horse.
I want to go see the
Like,
shrine
in the
maiden.
forest, away from everyone else.
Okay,
I was gonna chill in the cart.
Me too.
okay. Corin, you kind of hop out of the car and kind of take a break in the woods for a second. Take a breather. Theo and Genuine, you both kind of hop out, kind of rushing up the stairs. And as you kind of like reach the top of it, you're kind of like as you're kind of coming through the precipice into the central chamber, you see that the chamber is in pretty good form. The crystal still damaged and cracked, but not emanating the same light that it did in your dreams. Though that what actual impact do dreams have on the actual world? But nonetheless, as you guys kind of rush through the door, you guys going a bit fast there. As you kind of come skidding to a stop, it's kind of sitting right past the lip of the door, kind of on the back of the wall, is Han, who's just kind of like looking at you, who kind of skids to a stop. I'll assume both of you kind of do, but
Han, can I please talk to you in private?
I don't see why not.
I came to see the shrine maiden. Shrine lady. Shrine.
Aye. The missus kind of like looks over and almost like to interject him. Now, what exactly were you looking to speak with me with, little one? As turning around, you see the shrine maiden, as she has always been. Her porcelain-like skin, her black, silky, starry robes that kind of stretch down to the floor, her slim figure and long, silky black hair, her almost like twilight white eyes, and very like appealing visage. Looks back to you.
Well, we're heading out, so I just wanted to say goodbye.
Well, that's awfully considerate of you. I wish you the best of luck beyond the Grey Gate. I hope you to return to us safely. She kind of like seems to kind of like look down to you.
And then Genuine makes his way out. He just wanted to say bye.
Okay. Genuine kind of makes his way out. Kind of waiting for Genuine to kind of hop back to the cart. You see Han still kind of like watches him leave before looking back at you, Theo. So what was it that you want? Listen, if you're gonna beg me to bring you back home, it's a no still. Now I'm gonna have to slap you upside the goddamn head.
Listen, just shut up for a second. I know.
Shut up.
That,
What was
I'm
that?
sorry. My apologies. No. I'm sorry. Well, I thought about maybe saying goodbye before leaving. But actually, I came here to ask you a very important question. And where exactly is home? Do you remember if I just don't seem to. North? North is that way, right? North is.
Listen, pal. This place is weird. My time working for your pa didn't work that great. And finding your direction in the desert is hard enough. But it's even harder here for some reason. Nothing really lines up. So orienting yourself back home is going to be a bit tough once you get out. And I hate to say it, but I haven't been out in a while. So I guess you're a bit on your own in that factor. But much of a pampered little shit that you are, you got some brain in there at least. I'm sure you'll figure it out. He kind of like pushes against your shoulder, as if trying to like stop being stupid.
Well, I guess I was just anxious. I could stay just a few more years, practice more. Well,
Listen, pal, you're not gonna learn anything sticking in here too much. Catching small fish and burning 'em. You've been in that same cycle for months. I think you're doing good for yourself following these lights.
I guess you're right. Well, yeah, I know you didn't much, but thank you. I'll leave now before it gets a little awkward between us,
Good.
But yeah.
Good luck to you.
We'll just leave.
You can see he just kind of like sinks into himself before good hunting out there. You hear the ginger and kind of like melancholic voice of the shrine keeper before you kind of make your way out. Yeah, what's up?
I know I'm not there, but was her description different?
Yep, very different.
Okay.
If you
Yeah,
were
bunch
there,
of, like, white
Yeah. Well, I guess if everyone's done, I want to do my thing. But
okay.
I'm
We had it back.
Yeah. What's up?
I go into the forest, right? And I'm just like,
Mm-hmm.
I'll find like a quiet place where no one else is, and then I'll pull out that pendant.
Mhm.
I'll just like look into the black.
The
circle
glass
in the
is
middle.
the glass is like this like frosty like sapphire blue, but the
Oh,
outlining
sapphire
that's
blue?
framed into it is black. Yeah. Sorry,
Oh, okay.
that was like the framing. But
While I look into the sapphire blue, I'll just look at it.
okay.
Anything happen?
Nothing immediately here, but you do feel a familiar presence within it.
I'll attach it and put it on, and then I'll make my way back.
Okay. I look forward to our ventures. You hear whispered into your ear as you put it around your neck.
Dang.
bro.
I know patience
gotta-
is a virtue, Gowan, but
Yeah, they're taking quite a while. Should we like go in after them and see what's up?
Hey, hello.
Hey guys, we're back.
Just say your goodbyes and all.
What? I didn't. What was that going?
Did you say your goodbyes and all? Is everything good?
Yeah, I talked to the Shrine Maiden. She was nice as usual. Looking pretty this morning. Other than that, Theo wanted to talk to Han about something, but he said it was private, so I made my way back before that.
I am ready to go. Ready.
Is Corin here? I saw him walk off.
Yeah, I'm here. As he kind of walks out of the forest.
Good. Looks like our
Onward.
journey starts right now. Oh,
You march off
onward.
with a whip and a neigh of the horses as they dig their hoofs into the dirt, bringing the cart into a heavy roll as you guys make your way to freedom. Your first the first break back out into the open world, hopefully, and without any further tribulations, all piled into a cart, hopeful of what lies beyond the Grey Gate. And that will conclude the third session of Scuffed Rules Revive.
Go!
We did it. We're alive.
Let's fucking go, boys.
Let's
Let's
fucking
go.
Lardagundo,
I did.
you died.
Very much so. Very brutally, too. I was a smear on the wall.
It was aesthetic.
Yo,
I'm
bro,
just-
we just had to reload the save.
I like that